So, honestly, I've been up since 12 or 11 a yesterday, which, and by that I mean in the morning. So after I do this, I'm going to bed. I don't care around. I am not that excited for this. Um, yeah, I am not that excited at all. I just I I don't know. Seems like it could be good, but it also feels like it won't be, depending on how they do it. This has to like Anafa was already one step foot in the I don't like it type thing, but they really need to add more expression to the game, and they overall just need to have more. Also, me looking at just this, it's only Nod Cry characters besides Sandrone, and that or they'll only be from this. So I don't know. Um, why are people acting like it started? We'll begin shortly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So what's this? Sieg, which I'm pretty sure that means like something like it in quick succession. It's the next thing, whatever. So a dance of snowy tides and hoar for hoarfrost groves. Why are people talking? Welcome, Nod Cry. What are you talking about? That not even. It's not even 6:51, you idiots. 1 minute. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't have expectations. It's Hoyoverse. When it comes down to it, it's Hoyoverse. My expectations are low and lower and lower. Ah, God, God, do I hate that noise? Why did they make that? Like, why did they make that so loud? And by that I mean YouTube. I hate that noise. Yeah, but I'm I honestly my expectations are low. I doubt it'll be good. Let's see. Why? How many of these? All right. Why? Why do you need more of them? So this is gonna be in Japanese, isn't it? Or no, not Jap. You're gonna have like the real people, like with the devs. What? Huh? I know that's Cantarella's VA. Wait, what? I swear the devs were gonna be the ones to introduce the special program. I don't really like the eyes. I don't know. Looking at it right now, I think the eyes are eh. What? Huh?
What's up, travelers, and welcome to the Genshin
Why?
Impact version
I
101
swear the
special
devs
program.
were gonna be the
I'm
ones.
Angelina Danielle-sama, the voice of Anefa.
And I'm Nick Olson, the voice of Flints. What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Oh, and if you're looking at the time, don't worry, travelers. You're not seeing things. We're here ahead of schedule.
Huh?
That's right. We're just here to kick things off with a little pre-show entertainment. The Genshin Impact dev team will be the ones in charge of introducing the official version
You
content.
don't really have
Which
any.
means we're off the hook for today, right?
Wait,
sort-
what'd you say?
The Genshin Impact dev team will be the ones in charge of introducing the official version content.
Okay, that's
Which
what I
means
thought.
We're off the hook for today, right?
Sort of. Part of the reason we're here is to keep travelers company before the show starts.
Why?
But that's not all.
What?
The format of the special program is a little different this time.
Why?
We'll actually be staying behind the scenes to watch it alongside all of you.
Oh,
Okay.
so do we need to provide commentary at all, or just enjoy it?
Nope. To
What?
avoid impacting the viewing experience, we'll keep quiet while the official program is going on.
Then why did
Once
they
it
even
ends,
bring you
we'll
here?
summarize the new content awaiting us in version Luna 1.
So,
Gotcha. Then stay tuned for our summary, travelers.
Oh, but we can chime in during the redemption code breaks.
Got it.
All right, I'm sure what everyone is looking forward to
Okay.
the most about today's special program is getting details about the new region, obviously.
yes.
For sure. And getting more information on who we might encounter there. Like, our two characters, of course.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, while we have some time before the special program starts,
Wait,
let's
what?
look back on what we know about Notcry so far.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
let's do it.
That's a.
Ooh.
This is weird, but okay.
The first time travelers came across the name Nodcry was from Lieben in version 5.1.
I don't
That's
remember
right.
that, but okay.
Travelers also got the chance to hear more about Notcry in the version 5.3 event on the Trail of Behemoths.
This early information revealed two main things. One, Nodcry is an autonomous region in the southern part of Snezhnaya.
Okay,
And
so it
two,
is part of
it's a chaotic
Snezhnaya.
place
Okay.
controlled by a mix of influences from different nations.
Right. And since then, the devs have been dropping lore bombs left and right.
Well, yeah, because they
like in the
finally.
Song of the Welkin Moon web event.
That was so cool.
We learned that Tavat used to have 3 moons. 2 of them
Well,
were
we
shot
already
under
knew this.
mysterious circumstances in the past, and the last one has fallen silent.
A silent moon. It sounds so chilling.
I know,
Well,
right?
what?
And
It'd be
travelers even
weirder
saw
if
one
it
of the
was
shattered
a
moons for
loud
themselves
moon.
when Mawika punched through the false sky. According to her, the remains are called Ancient Moon's Remnants.
Sweet.
Oh, the web event also went over the 11 different factions present in
Yes.
Notcry.
11. Oh man, that's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah,
I feel that.
yeah, but
And
like,
there are some new ones, but
What?
there are also a few that should be familiar.
Okay.
Like the Knights of Favonius.
Mm.
In version 5.6, travelers had the chance to hear Grandmaster Varka's voice for the first time. But he was a little busy, you know, with enemies on both sides and a group on his tail looking to
Right,
turn him into
yeah,
mincemeat.
Yeah,
But
busy feels like.
but he was able to
understatement.
handle the captain, so who
Hopefully
cares?
he's not in too much trouble.
I know. And, oh, and after Varka's debut, we got a glimpse into the behind-the-scenes production of Notcry. The dev team revealed that Notcry is a place where factions struggle for supremacy,
Yes.
all clashing over the same objective, the moon.
Okay, and when you say the moon, you mean like the ancient moon's remnants?
Well, there's more to it than
No.
just that, because according to the devs, the moons have a long history in Teyvat.
Yes,
and
we
Notcry is home
know.
to a power far older and purer than the 7 elements.
Older and purer than the 7 elements? Oh, now that sounds very exciting.
Definitely. Of course, at the end of the Song of the Welkin Moon prelude in version 5.8,
We
Varka
got
sent a
subtle
letter inviting the traveler to meet him in Nodcry. And with that, Nodcry officially became the next destination on our adventure.
Which means
Well,
the factions
yeah.
better watch out because there's about to be a new face in town.
You got that right.
We're not
In
our own
addition,
faction,
The devs
thanks.
dropped 3 Nodcry teasers over the recent promotions.
That's right. The first was narrated by a certain mage who introduced us to some of the factions in Nodcry.
This still looks
Second
better
gave
than
us
what
a
we
sneak
got.
peek at Lauma and the Frost Moon Scions.
That one
Right,
was kind
the
of boring.
Frostmoon Scion's home
That was
is
literally
so
only a
serene and
s-
natural,
a couple
and they were
seconds.
just so cute.
For real. And of course, in the third teaser, we got to learn about Flints, the Lightkeepers, and the Wild Hunt.
We barely saw
Man,
much.
Seeing Flints in action? Now, that's sick.
It really was. I have to agree with you. It was just so awesome.
Alright, last but not least, it's time for the big ones. I doubt I even need to elaborate, so let's just jump right in. When the Tevat chapter interlude teaser, The God's Limits, dropped, we got to see the true faces of the shades of the heavenly principles.
Why is that?
You know, just an average Wednesday.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Nothing crazy about that. But seriously, that means we got to learn more about the sustainer of the heavenly principles, right?
Nope.
The
Not
unknown
really.
god who tore the twins apart at the beginning of the game?
Exactly.
I wonder
And
who
speaking
that
of game, we only got to see the
is.
rulers of life, death, and time as they gathered to hold a meeting. The shade from the beginning of the game, aka the ruler of space, was missing.
The unknown god. Unknown no more. That's a huge reveal.
We already knew
Yeah,
like
for
a lot of
sure.
this
Plus,
though.
There were a couple of important takeaways. 1. The ruler of space's whereabouts are unknown. 2. The heavenly principles are still asleep. And 3. The jester has a complicated past with the gods and some very intriguing orders to carry out in Nodcry.
Like this is
So,
this
tell
is
me.
better.
What is the price of killing a god? Ah, that part just gave me chills.
Killing a god. So that has to be a part of the Fatui's grand plan.
Yes.
Seems like it. Based off what we saw in the video, we know one thing for sure. One of their goals in Nodcry is to retrieve the Damselet, another one of the Fatui Harbingers.
The Damselette.
That sounds
Guessing
way
that
dumber
means she's gonna be
than
a key
when I
character
hear
in
it
the events
out
to
of their
come.
mouths.
It's very possible.
And speaking of key characters,
Varka.
the Moonlit Ballad of the Night trailer gave us a glimpse at some of the
You know, if
major
it's just
characters
a
travelers can
recap,
look forward
I want to
meeting
get
in
a
Nodcry.
drink.
And man, that was definitely a big one. It went
Yeah.
so hard. I feel
Yeah.
like that trailer is something travelers look forward to
It was
every
okay.
year.
I mean,
Oh, for sure. I mean, Barca, Alice, Marionette,
Decently
Flint,
good.
Lauma.
This one also.
It's so cool to see how all these different factions are converging.
Right? It definitely keeps things exciting.
For sure. Well, with that refresher, you should have all the information you need to experience the upcoming special program to the fullest, travelers. And if we built up your excitement even further, well, that's a win-win.
Instead of it
And
being
with that,
locked
it's
behind
about time
like
for the two of us to take a break. Coming up next, the official Genshin Impact version Luna 1 special program. Stay tuned, travelers!
Notice how like they changed from cutscenes. That's what I prefer. Okay. If it's just an area thing, I'll just skip ahead.
各位旅行者们好呀，欢迎来到《原神月之一》版本《空月之歌：城市前瞻》特别节目的现场，我是你们的老朋友鸡哥。
旅行者们，大家好，我是小罗浩，很高兴能再次见到大家。哎，鸡哥，说起来，这一次我们采用了《空月之歌》城市还有月之一这样的命名方式，从版本名上看，就和过去的版本有些不一样呢。
那没错，作为《原神》5年来第一个以新名字命名的版本，
OK
对于各位旅行者以及对于项目组的各位来讲，都具有非常重要的意义。那我跟小罗浩呢，也想先跟旅行者们分享一下我们作为《原神》项目组的感想。《原神》作为一款长线运营的开放世界游戏，一直以来我们的想法都是努力的去实现一个自我进化，
Don't make
为
me
各位
laugh.
旅行者提供更好的开放世界内容。比如过去的这一年我们就在很多的内容上做出了一些新的探索和尝试。那这些探索和尝试呢，也是一定会持续进行的。比如如何能让接下来的故事不辜负各位旅行者的陪伴和期
How
待。
about you actually utilize the traveler so that idiots don't think that main
在之前
character
的
shouldn't
改
main
良后故事
character?
中我们就和各位玩家分享了一些我们的思考。当时我们提到了2个点，总结下来就是原神团队创造内容的方
Which
式
the
是要不断地
UGC
进化
stuff,
以
right?
及讲好一个故事，我们是不用纠结手法的。
前段时间我们也发布了一系列的前瞻内容，那大家对这些预告呢，也表现出了很大的
Yeah,
期待
because those were actually
整个空月之歌
interesting.
的大版本是我们向角色、
The
剧情
world,
和大世界
characters,
多个内容进行高度
gameplay,
融合的一次尝试。
benefits
那
of
在
the
接下来的
music
节目
and new
当中我们也会一步步的
surprises.
向旅行者们揭示这些全新的
OK
内容形态。
那么这些新的尝试和内容具体是哪些？我们将马上为大家揭晓。
是的，千万不要走开哦。
Trailer? Okay.
This is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Tevat.
What?
All I
Okay.
remember is Lumine
Oh, hey,
waking
Zach.
me up and us leaving the ship.
Right, I actually forgot Zach had a voice. Or had some...
The graves.
Interesting. I kind of like it, but like, I guess I
Look
shouldn't.
upon my flame. Return to your graves and forever rest in peace.
I like him. Once. I'm pretty sure he's just an enhancer, though.
Be silent.
Yeah, that's all he is.
To dust. The long sleep beckons. Viewing the world through human eyes is like looking into a kaleidoscope.
What?
It is so complex and yet so beautiful.
That's not the analogy I would have gone with.
Ad Astra Abasask.
Huh?
Welcome to Not Cry, Dominion of the Fatui.
Huh? No Catherine? Okay.
Please, here you go. And if you ever need
What?
anything else,
No!
to make the green
No! 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 No!
Interesting.
I don't really like her at all. Her design looks weird.
Sincere apologies. I am unable to come down and greet you at the present moment.
Huh?
I will have to converse from up here.
Yeah, I don't.
if you need my
I
help,
hate
I
Ino as well. Sorry.
After all, I'm the head of this household.
Honestly, I do not like Ino's whole design.
On deck.
And her personality is just annoying.
Ratchet attack.
She really gives, like, inventors a bad name because she feels like she, like, lucks her way into everything and just threw stuff together and got lucky. It didn't feel like hard work.
It is a unique elemental force found only in Notcry. Or
Kavaki.
rather, a pure, primordial form of elemental energy.
Huh?
They say that each of their moon chanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see the true past.
I
Okay.
am still trying to piece together the many fragments of our past.
Cantarella.
It is a story not only of the Frost Moon Scions, but also of the moons themselves. We Frost Moon Scions are the last descendants of the ancient golden realm of Hyperborea.
Okay.
Follow me. and
By the
ask
way,
your soft
anyone who
words.
complains about her outfit, literally Amber, Jean, and Mona had their outfits changed because they were showing too much. And then we have the character like this.
Forest, protect us. For the everlasting forest.
Honestly, she feels kind of boring. Notice how quickly they skipped over?
When the moons shattered, most of their fragments rained down upon this land like stardust.
Okay.
Yet, successive generations of Frost Moon Scions have always passed down a prophecy that one day the moon goddess would return.
That's all the prophecy is?
Did indeed come to pass, though not quite.
Yeah, because...
Still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me.
Huh? What?
The Fatui built their research facility on top of the remnant over on Paha Isle, but they've had their sights set on the one here, too.
Okay.
Sacred relic of the Frost Moon Scions. It's been stolen.
Yeah,
Today's
that's what the
encounter is
Fatuis
merely
do.
A courtesy call, a friendly warning, if you will. I strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way.
Yawn.
The Frost Moon Scions will never hand over anything to the Fatui. With
Okay.
your blood, we shall draw an inviolable line in the snow.
No irregularities.
I don't
detected.
really like her hair design either.
You're wrong.
I like
Just
this
because
design better.
Cry lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply establishing a new order.
Why are
Kawaki
we...
ammunition fully loaded. Assessing risk level maximum.
Why are we doing this?
The Curatorium of Secrets has always striven to abide by a policy of strict neutrality. We do not take sides with any faction in Notcry.
Okay.
I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away.
What?
I'm wondering if your sister might be in cahoots with the Fatui?
Who
I'm not
cares?
asking you to trust me. Just don't try and stop me. Take care. The moon can be treacherous.
Honestly, I don't really... Wait, Varka had nothing to do with that. Wait, Varka literally did nothing in that. What? Oh my god. Varka had nothing to do with that. Wow, Varka did nothing in that. Are we serious? Where's Albedo? Where's Alice? Where's... We missed so many characters. It wasn't absolute peak, honestly. That was kind of meh. Okay, the issue is that I don't... Like, this is a place where a lot of characters are intertwining. You have, like, Totore, who didn't show up in that. You had Alice, Albedo, Durin. You had a Varka that didn't show up. You... Like... Of course. Why didn't you show us a lot of us? I don't care about the moon right now. The moon won't be touched in 6.0. It will, like, we'll be dealing with the factions. I don't care.
罗德凯莱这片土地笼罩在月亮的光芒之下，对于外界来说，确实会有种朦胧的距离感吧。
是啊，
在探寻月亮秘密的旅途开端呢，旅行者们将从纳塔启程，由海路前往罗德凯莱，到达这里的第一个目的地纳夏镇。
那与往年一样啊，我们在这里也设置了魔神任务的
Okay, I don't really care about that. I already have every
从我们
option.
之前发布的信息之中呢，旅行者们或多或少也了解到了一些关于
Yes,
凯莱的情报。
so let's just
不
get
同于我们
into...
以往抵达的各个国家，作为至东边疆的自治区域，罗德卡莱曾是一片繁荣的乐园，但是由于深渊灾害的爆发呀，它逐渐沦为了一片废土。
Okay.
随着前来罗德卡莱冒险的人越来越多，一些商人在废墟上建立起了如今的纳夏镇。
那看起来如今的纳夏镇确实已经重新焕发活力了。
在旅行者们抵达罗德卡莱后不久，还会偶遇一只非常特别的小生物，它会像导游一样呢，指引着我们前往纳夏镇。
Which is why we had the Asha.
之前见过的仙灵比较像，
倒也不错。
So that we could
罗德凯莱的
tap
特殊
into
物种月
this.
灵，借助月灵的力量呢，旅行者们不仅能够完成某些特殊的挑战，还能提升。
Yeah, it literally is like the Asha.
可以说这个小家伙也是大家的好帮手了。在这里呢，还要向大家引入一个基本概念，和燃素还有原始胎海的概念类似，在罗德卡莱地区存在一种
Again.
它被称为月举力。 本质上呢是一种最古老的原始元素能量。
What do you...
正如一束光可以被分
Is it literally just like the moon stuff?
解析为不同的元素力。
没错，它的本质上就是光界力。月举力
Light and darkness, yeah, the things that we've been told about
它作为一
before.
种强大的自然能量，在罗德卡莱呢，居民们也会把它用在生产生活的。
So we're basically doing Fontaine again with Oceanuma.
随处可见各种月举力的装置，甚至还有一些开在这里的。
It's just Oceanuma. That's all it is. Okay, but under a different name. Literally Oceanuma. We're doing this again.
锻造武器图纸。
从全球瓦特各地汇聚而来的人们，利用这种来自月亮的能源，给罗德卡莱注入了充沛的活力，也产生了独属于这里的特别的风情。
Yeah, it's just Oceanuma. It's just like Fontaine, got it.
的店铺标志里面的装潢还是虚弥风格。我们的老实人多利老爷
No. Why? Why her? God, no.
旅行者们呢，或许可以从他那儿打听到一些重要的情报。 至于要付出多少摩拉，这个可能就不太好说了。
我们讲到月举力啊，其实除了纳夏镇，在罗德卡莱的其他区域，月举力的影响也是无处不在。
Yeah, why wouldn't it?
原始的力量呢，它直观地影响了罗德卡莱的气候、土壤、山石啊等等等等。那在罗德卡莱的不同区域，它也有着不同的表现形式。
Okay.
生活在这里的生物，自然也都因为月举力的影响，发生了不小的变化。 比如这里的植物和小动物都有着很独特的生态还有习性，
不仅如此啊，还有一些盘踞在这里的怪物，它们能够驱使月举力作为自己的攻击手段。
当然了，我们的旅行者来到罗德卡莱之后呢，也能掌握和使用月举力的方法，在大世界中完成解密还有挑战。既然月举力是元素力的原初形态啊，那这个是否也可以 有那种使用类似于神之眼的外置魔力器官来引导。
Which is why we have the moon-related reactions. Got it.
秘密了，对吧？在 5.8 版本当中啊
You lunar stuff.
伊涅弗它原本应该显示为神之眼的字体，那文字被隐藏了。其实啊，它使用的是罗德卡莱的部分角色会拥有的一个神秘装置，叫做月之轮。
哦，
那月之轮的力量啊，来源于3月，它的持有者呢也获得了驱使月举力的能力。
Which is why lunar reactions. Got
跟
it.
神之眼有差异，导致他们在具备元素力的同时啊，元素反应的规律也发生了
I don't care, man.
这部分被异化的
I
反
think
应呢，
it's so
我们就叫它
stupid.
月曜反应。月曜反应就是我们在玩法体系层面在反应上做的新的尝试。在未来的版本当中啊，包括刚才提到的月感电在内，我们将对多个不同的传统反应体系进行革新。那对于大家已经接触过的月感电呢，在这个版本也将有一位全新的角色会加入到我们的体系当中。那我们也会在后面给大家介绍。
没错，还有一位。
除此之外啊，月之1版本还会加入一个全新的
lunar bloom.
月绽放反应。小罗浩，从设计师的角度来讲
Okay, explain how that works with Nilu.
简单粗暴的直接提供伤害输出的反应，我觉得显然是不会让玩家产生尝试的意愿的。
That's all I care about
所
right
以每
now.
一个新的体系啊，我们都尝试从队伍层面先定义它的概念。
鸡哥，要不要你展开说说
He's the combat guy.
月感电啊，它的本质呢，其实是一个通过自洽的规则，将各个角色在元素层面的一些直接贡献，转化为一个统一的、表达更明显的形态。
原来如此，所以月感电反应造成的伤害是和所有参与反应的角色相关的。
没错。
Yes.
那对于月绽放反应呢，它更像是将队伍中的角色进行了一次重新分工。比如哪些角色是负责积累资源的，
so what
哪些又是负责转化资源的。
Does Nilu make it faster still, or how does that work? Explain.
当队伍产生原绽放反应的时候，将积累一种名为草鹿的公共资源。
Verdant
月绽放反应
lunar bloom
一
abilities.
方面是允许队伍积累草鹿，
Verdant do, but use it in different ways.
所以这个规则呀，在很多其他游戏作品里，其实大家也有见过类似的形
What do
式
you-。
那相信大家也会很快理解并且上手。
Okay, so that's all you're
就剧
explaining?
情和世界观的层面而言，像古月遗骸、月举力等等这些与月亮密切相关的要素，也将多方势力牵引到了罗德卡莱这一舞台上。因此呢，在我们这趟旅途当中，我们不只会结识来自罗德卡莱当地的新朋友，还会再度重逢很多早已
Yes, it's fun. The trailer had all that.
鸡哥就要向大家介绍几位来自不同势力的角色了。
那我们就先从近的开始，我们从双叶之子势力的永
Why
月
aren't you showing the English name?
双叶之子呀，他们是传说当中黄金国。
Well, I mean, I already know who it is. It's
选择在
Cantarella's.
山林之间的生活，他们聚集在如今称为西西岛的地方，以月神库塔尔作为信仰，虔诚地崇拜着月亮。
而永月使则是听取教众烦恼、为他人解忧的神使。捞马不仅被教众们视为月神神谕的传达者，同时也是深受
She shows way too much skin. I don't care what you say. But look, if Amber, Mona, and Jean were covered up, this character, if they don't get covered up, I don't know what's going on.
半人半鹿的特殊形态进行快速的移动。
这里就要提到我们之前
Still costs stamina though.
呈现形式，比如啊，他在他的营地当中行走的时候，那双月之子的成员呢就会对他行礼来表达。
So we're just doing this again. Got it.
西西岛受到了月举力影响的各种小动物，由于拉乌玛自己的特殊体质啊，他对这些小动物呢有比较特殊的亲和力。对，比如说啊，这个野外的菱角鹿。 他就会帮忙为队伍中的角色提供治疗。
Just for having her in the
还有的
party.
小动物呢，会给拉乌玛分享他们储藏的食物，
That's-
甚至还会帮助我们去采集
That's kind of
矿石。
rude, but
我们
okay.
认为啊，就是一个开放世界，它的
I mean, I like it, but like honestly, it's just faster for me if I just do it myself.
环境之间的交互能力上，
Also, I'm not gonna wait for
大段
that.
大段定式的演出而言，我们认为这种融入在日常游玩行为当中的设计啊，是减少了打断感跟刻意感，更有人情味的。
Yeah, but like you need that character
或
though.
者对话表现来传达的内容，以自然的形式融合在了大视野生态当
You
中。
need the character
使用
though.
这种
That's the
尝试呢
issue.
不仅能让旅行者的冒险之路更为沉浸，还能让喜欢探索和交互的玩家呀，在接触到这些细节的时候，能感受到一些额外的惊喜。
没错。
Locking that behind $90, 90
90
pulls is stupid though.
体现在生态交互能力上。
Just put okay. This is useful.
拉乌玛呢，它是月绽放反应的核心角色之一。 根据草元素月之轮的力量，拉乌玛可以将全队触发的绽放反应转化为触发月绽放反应。
Okay.
而拉乌玛还可以通过消耗草鹿来增强队伍当中各种绽放反应的伤害。
So so all it does is just boost it?
拥有月之轮能够支持月绽放反应的角色他们各自都还拥有一些特殊的伤害手段。那这些伤害呢，也会被视作月绽放反应伤害。所以拉乌玛呀，它不仅是绽放体系当中的一个强力的辅助角色，它自称也可以打出月绽放反应伤害。
又能辅又能打。
So she's meant to be a
拉乌玛的元素战绩可以
DPS.
降低敌人的草元素以及水元素抗性，
But she's also meant to be a support, so she's a sub
反应的伤
DPS.
害。此外，由于月绽放产生的特殊资源草鹿的存在，拉乌玛可以长按元素战绩，额外消耗草鹿来积累一种名为月涌的效果。月涌会为拉乌玛元素爆发的效果带来额外的增伤次数，同时呢，也会直接造成月绽放反应伤害。
那几个啊，除了月绽放，那之前我们旅行者们就接触过的月感电，是不是也要迎来新成员了？
有的兄弟，有的。那除了霜叶之子以外在诺德卡莱我们也会
Yeah,
接触
the
到
Light
其他的势力
Keepers.
比如大家非常感兴趣的一个势力叫做直登人，在魔神任务当中呢，我们就会结识直登人。
Yeah, we already saw the trailer.
有贵族气质的。
Why are you only showing the Japanese voice actor?
菲林斯。
Wait, he already introduced himself.
故事和之前的新版本预告中，曾经和旅行者们简单
Yeah,
聊
we-
过关于直登人的故事。那是一个守护诺德卡莱自由和和平的古老组织，长久以来对抗着深渊无休止的入侵和狂烈。
那直登人这个词顾名思义
Yes.
离不开手里的一盏提灯。不过这盏灯的意义不
It's
仅
for
仅是
fighting and purifying.
狂烈的武器而这一点在大世界生态上也会有所表现。当直登人的提灯靠近危险的时候，它会转变为警示危险的色彩。
而作为经验老道的直登人菲林斯，甚至可以听懂狂烈发出的那些常人难以理解的低语。
Okay.
那在战斗层面当中菲林斯也使用了月之
Okay.
轮的力量。
Yeah, we already know
他和伊
this.
涅弗一样，也具备将队伍中的角色触发的感
He
电反应
displays
转化为月感电反应的能力
non-Christ stuff. Okay.
菲林斯通过自身的元素战绩，可以唤出灯中的力量，将自己的普通攻击和重击转化为无法被覆盖的雷元素伤害。
Okay, yeah, he's just an infused
也
DPS.
可以单独释放，
And by
并
that
且元素爆发造成的部分伤害将会视作月感电反应伤害。
目前，菲林斯在中夜长营独自居住，他守望着同伴们的坟冢，也监视着狂烈的动向。旅行者在这里探索的时候，说不定会有一些奇特的遭遇。
那刚才我们为各位旅行者介绍了2个相对神秘且古老的势力。那接下来出场的这个势力听名字就很轻松活泼甚至可能有点稚气。
Yeah, because you made it a child who runs
势力
it.
的时候也观察到很多旅行者觉得这个取名风格跟
I
其他
know
的势力
shop
有点
or
不
whatever,
太一样
right?
对
你说的一定是叮铃哐啷蛋卷工。
Honestly, one of the most.
想必能给
I'm
工坊
going
取这样
to
的
pretty
名
much
字
ignore
这个
this
工坊的
area
主人也应该同样
because
有趣
it's run by an
说到工坊的
idiot.
主人，旅行者们应该已经知道说的是谁了他就是伊涅弗的家人艾诺。
是的，完成了5.8魔神任务的旅行者，其实已经在剧情中和伊涅弗打过交道，也了解了一些有关艾诺的
Yeah,
消息。
she's a complete idiot who only lucked out after trying so many
他是一
times.
位天才机械发明
She's
家，
not a real
除了用各处收集来的
anything.
零件组
She
装
just
出了伊涅
throws
弗
stuff
作为机械
together.
少女。他还为纳夏镇专门设计了一门大炮，用来对抗狂烈。
大炮呀！那看起来艾诺对机械有很深的造诣他也能利用自身携带的机关进行战斗。艾诺可以通过释放元素战技。
Yeah, this is literally our first 3-star, by the way. And she's our first Hydro Claymore. That's even more insulting, honestly. Look at how little. It is literally our first 3-star. Literally our first 3-star. Yeah, you finally made
那
one.
这样，我遨幽禁微战拿到的水元素双
Yeah, exactly. Wow, you even mentioned it yourself. Also, there's no shot that you did that.
在日常家务上可能就没有那么有天赋了。好在有伊涅弗这位家人的照顾，不然光凭艾诺自己，很有可能把日子过得一团糟。 在工房附近啊，我们能看到艾诺收集的金属外壳和材料散落了一地，还有一个多功能武装家用机器人。
I already hate her even more now.
一听啊，就又是艾诺的风格。旅行者们可以和重拳出击。
I already hate her even more now.
获得角色的培养。
Like，
那这里啊，作为新版本的生态呈现啊。和强大的敌人之间也不一定只有战斗这一个选项。
Oh, you're meant to do specific reactions to that thing? Screw that.
哎，几个，我看其中一个对话选项是开启攻防秘藏。
没错。那不知道旅行者们有没有发现啊？就自己队伍里的伊涅弗在好感度达到6级的时候，可以领取到一个奇异的螺栓。而在新版本的探索当中呢，也会有其他的方式获取到更多的螺栓。消耗一定数量的螺栓，就可以在攻防秘藏处兑换专属于艾诺和伊涅弗的独特道具。
For what？
拥有道具之后呢，艾诺和伊涅弗的一部分外观还会发生变化。
Congratulations, I don't give a care.
都会在《空月之歌》城市的魔神任务第1幕《雪浪与苍灵之舞》中。
Is there a second act?
开始后不久，我们就可以和艾诺相遇。
Yeah, I don't care.
直接邀请他加入旅行者的冒险队伍了。
First 3 star. First 3 star.
我们也将会对3位新朋友有着更加深入的了解。顺便一提，在诺德卡莱的一些地方，让这些来自诺德卡莱的角色和当地的居民互动。居民们
So based on who you actually have out as your character, then you can get special things. Okay, that's nice. But are you gonna do that for the rest of Genshin?
会有什么样的交集？不如请小罗浩为旅行者们简单介绍一下有关这次版本魔神任务的情报吧。
好呀。首先想和各位旅行者们聊一聊的是，在这次新版本在剧情安排上会有一些变化。我们也从过去的剧情中，积累了一些经验。
Genshin learning？
到呀，有时或许需要打破陈规，根据最好的体验预期重新编排剧情。刚才为大家介绍过的角色，像拉乌玛、菲林斯还有艾诺。他们的背景故事和魔神任务的展开密切相关。
Yeah, you wouldn't be releasing them otherwise.
传说任务和魔神任务两者紧密整合在了一起，这不会是一个新的陈规，而是在《空月之歌城市》这个版本最适合为大家讲故事的方式。比如说，在《空月之歌城市》的魔神任务剧情中，旅行者们将会与身为双月之子永月使的拉乌玛一同深入到对抗愚人众的冲突里。旅行者会逐渐了解到拉乌玛的过去，并对双月之子想要守护的月神产生更加深刻的认知。在执灯人菲林斯，在和他相处的过程当中，我们还会直面狂烈的威胁。
So we just learn about who's the bad people? Is that what this is?
而空月之歌 TV
Learn the good factions, learn the bad factions.
愚人众的执行官木偶、月之少女哥伦比亚。以及密文馆的老板
Don't give a care about this one.
合作伙伴雅科达等等
Don't care about her either.
空月之歌城市版本中和各位旅行者见面。当然啊
What about
熟悉的
Varka?
老朋友西风骑士团
This is the first time you're mentioning.
他似乎也在纳夏镇为旅行者们留下了一些线索。
Is he not even gonna show up
哥伦比亚
in the Archon quest?
工业鱼系就露过面的角色，在新版本啊，他的称呼也从愚人众的执行官变成了月之少女。那小罗浩今天是不是可以跟旅行者们
It's called a retcon.
其中的一些缘由？
当然可以啊。那我们就要从久远的
It's called a retcon.
中曾挂着3轮明月的时候说起。
对，我觉得也没有必要那么久，对不对？
那碍于篇幅限制啊，那我们今天还是简要一些。
You retconned
从
it.
之前已经释出的信息中，旅行者们或许已经推测出少女和月亮之间有着紧密的联系。当新版本大家前往纳夏镇、西西岛这些地方的时候，还能见到诺德卡莱特有的星月神像，上面雕刻着的呢就是曾经的少女。诺德卡莱其实是少女的故乡，是她诞生的地方。
你刚才说到曾经的少女，那也就是说呢，少女被当作神明来崇拜，已经是她加入愚人众之前的事情了。
没错，目前呀，少女出于某些原因离开了愚人众，暂时长生在西西岛附近。
那既然诺德卡莱的不同势力都是为了月亮聚集于此，那么少女呢也必然会跟各个势力之间都产生一些关系。那 关于新版本的魔神任务的更多内容呢，就请旅行者们。
But she's one of the people who is as strong as an Archon.
虽然在这个版本啊，传说任务跟魔神任务进行了整合。
Yeah.
那大家肯定很关心啊，那我们该有的奖励会不会被落下，对吧
No, not really. I wasn't thinking that at all. I completely forgot about it.
培养材料和原始奖励。
Oh God, okay, that's nicer, I
一同
guess.
送出。所以旅行者们在完成任务之后啊，不要忘
There
记
are Act 2. Okay, there are 2 acts.
除了上述的变化之外呢，我们还会推出一个全新的内容模块，叫做剧所，为旅行者们展现角色在提瓦特生活的种种剪影和片段。正如之前的幕后节目中和大家说过的那样，原本一些祖宗之法不可变的传说任务
Okay. Wow, you mentioned hangouts.
是用更加润物细无声的方式，自然融入到这个世界的探索和交互当中，让原本的内容呀跳出传统的任务模块，用一种新的方式呈现给各位旅行者。
既然是剧所啊，那顾名思义，也就是旅行者跟小伙伴们相聚的场所了。
是的，在剧所里，旅行者们不仅能够随时和伙伴们聊聊天，也能够推进和他们有关的大大小小的特殊事件，体会他们所经历的生活。
Okay, so we just
在完
experienced
成
the
这
day
些事
lives.
件的过程
Okay.
中，逐步了解到他们所属势力的更多信息。在月之一版本，旅行者们可以和菲林斯、拉乌玛、艾诺3位角色共同建设各处的居所，比如前往叮铃哐啷蛋卷工坊，观察伊涅弗和艾诺的温馨日常，到双月之子的双月之房坐一坐，和拉乌玛一起阅读流传在双月之子里的各类传说与故事，或者去前往菲林斯所在的住所，听他讲述值得人的悠久传说。
Okay.
旅行者们在
So just get
冒险中获得的月之一
grow more of an
剧
attachment.
所的共建等级，升级剧所也能获取不少奖励。
这里需要特别说明的是，在诺德卡莱，少女也拥有一片独特的
Yeah, we already
那是
figured
星星
that.
之月柱次的圣所，被称为银月之庭。
那在这个银月之庭当中啊，
You can meet
少女
her.
会向你提出一些小小的请求，或许是哼歌，或许是谈心，对吧
What is this, a dating sim?
在月光下漫步。那当你在回应这些请求后呢，少女还将答谢你的好意，为旅行者在罗德卡莱的冒险提供强大的帮助。
鸡哥啊，聊完了新角色和新剧情，我们是不是可以揭晓旅行者们很关心的这次新版本活动期的安
Not
排？
really, to be honest.
那这么多的新内容啊，肯定是要
Flynn's first half, Llama's second half. Never mind, I'm wrong.
拉乌玛和纳西达将会迎来概率 up。不仅如此，新的极路起源
And okay, that's
看到纳
ridiculous.
西达的旅行者应该能猜到啊，这次的极路起源有大量的虚拟角色出现。
That weapon
那
banner is
各位
actually
关注
pretty
草原
good.
体系的旅行者们不要错过。五星法器仿叶天境也将在上半期武器活动起源当中出现。而在下半期，菲林斯和叶兰将会加入活动
Okay, yeah, and Yeon's supposed to be a Nodcry as well.
获取概率也将
Okay,
大幅
how
提升
many different characters are in Nodcry right now? It's ridiculous.
全新五星长柄武器血染荒城也将会出现在下半期武器活动起源当中。除了全新武器外
Two new
还会
artifact
增
sets
加
got
2
it.
套全新的圣遗物：穹尽视线之夜和访月的夜歌。旅行者们可以
One of them is
全新的
for
助攻秘境
Flynn,
来获
one
取
of them is for Llama. Got it.
介绍了这么多内容啊，我觉得可能也需要一些时间让大家消化消化。那不如我们来看一条有趣的短片
Video.
直观的了解一下罗德卡莱独特的自然环境吧。接下来还会有我们的研发同学为大家带来罗德卡莱的生态、势力和版本活动信息。
补充一下，也包括大家非常关注的愚人众相关情报哦。大家请千万不要走开。
What do you mean anticipated? I don't even care about the Fatui anymore, man. Cat. I don't care about Jehoda or Aina. Okay, please show me actual interesting characters. Where's Durin? Where's Alice? Where's Albedo? I want to see some interesting characters. Where's
Here in Nodcry,
Nicole?
the power of Kuvaki is not to be underestimated. It sets machines in motion.
What's this, an ad?
And fortifies the creatures of this land.
Okay.
Kuvaki affects everything.
That's gonna cause a
Even
bug
weather.
where you can use that outside of it, blah blah blah.
It is the power to attract and repel.
Okay.
Of course, that's just the beginning of the story.
Okay.
Itching for more info?
No, and not never.
Stop by the Curatorium of Secrets, and we can exchange stories.
No thanks. I don't care about you. You're one of the most.
Angelina,
Oh
can
hey.
we talk now?
I think so.
Wow, okay. That was a lot of information, wasn't it?
Yeah, so much cool stuff.
The dev team didn't hold back, that's for sure.
I think they held
From
back a
characters
lot.
to the story, there's just so much to take in.
Okay, what are you looking forward to the most so far?
Well, meeting the damn slut for sure. She's
Yeah.
just so cute.
What?
Oh, so, not because of her identity, the plot, her role in it. Or
Yeah,
stuff like
that's
that,
what I
just
care
the
about.
cuteness factor?
The most important factor, you mean?
Right. How could I forget? Well, the lunar reactions also seem super cool.
I think they're just
Nepha
kind
and
of
Flint
boring.
can both convert electro-charged reactions into lunar-charged reactions, and Lauma can convert bloom reactions into lunar bloom.
Yes, but
That's
those are
right.
region
And since Aino is Hydro,
specific.
she can help trigger both.
Oh yeah, the team comp is really coming together.
Definitely.
And you know, it doesn't
Wow,
really matter
was
that
fast.
much.
Looks like it's time to hand things back over to the devs.
Okay. How many times will I click the request?
接下来的时间呢，就将由我们两位继续为大家带来更多
Hey, quest designer, can you put a skip button?
哎，程少，你看了刚才的短片没？里面其实介绍了很多关于诺德卡莱的有趣
Sure,
的
but
的确
I honestly don't care that much.
就是了解新区域的风土人情嘛。说到风土人情，我们也希望诺德卡莱能带给旅行者超越以往的、更新鲜、更有沉浸感的体验。不知道你还记不记得刚才鸡哥他们提到的一些势力，
Yeah, we already know
像是
this.
石灯人这些。哎，记得。
Is every region get? I mean, every
比较友好，甚至我觉得应该能跟旅行者成为朋友吧。完成一些跟他们相关的任务，也可以获得丰富的奖励。比如说呢，在双月之子所在的
Every faction can get their own special area. Is that what we're gonna do?
土地上尘封的秘密，还可以获取一把双月之子
Nice sword.
单手剑。但是啊，魔王，我听说了，诺德卡莱啊，它是一个势力错综复杂的地方。 肯定有势力对我们不那么友好吧
Of course.
刚刚也提到了，诺德卡莱并非一片我们以往
Yeah, because it's just there's no true ruler. There's no.
存在着一些暗流涌动的地方。
It's a lawless
就拿
place
大家非常熟悉
technically.
的神像来说吧，在这里呢，因为对古月遗骸力量的争夺，不同区域的金月神像外观也都各不相同。有的神像呢，已经完全被金属装置所
But
包围起
why?
来。 而各种原因，就不得不提到诺德卡莱另一个非常重要的势力，也就是愚人众。
Yeah, no wonder they literally built like a Death Star. What?
在诺德卡莱又整出了什么新花样吧？在刚才的
They literally built a Death Star.
核
What?
心官木偶现在正活跃在诺德卡莱，而在他的带领下，愚人众迅速的在坠落的古月遗骸上建立起了一座巨型的要塞，就是我们身后的这座月举力试验。
Oh, they have a Death Star.
听名字呢，大概就能理解了。月举力啊，是提瓦特大陆最古老的力量，而一直想要攫取众神权柄的愚人众，肯定不会放过这次机会。
Yeah.
遵照最高指令，苍星圣翅呢，从至东本土而来的大批愚人众
To get the
已
damn
经
sled.
汇聚在了诺德卡莱。
Okay,
实验
buddy.
设计局利用周边的资源生产了大
Why? Why do you need to do that in specific
诺德
dance?
卡莱呢，也形成了一股强大的军事力量。我感觉从蒙德的先遣队到枫丹的特务组织，这个愚人
So
众的科技水
everything-
平一直在进步啊！看起来是不是也变得更难对付了？有可
Sheesh.
能。不过这些兵器既然是用月举力开发的，我们是不是也有什么办法可以反过来利用这一点
Use more against it? I don't
有
know.
的，兄弟，有的。
Elemental
旅
reactions?
行者使用月举力时，
不仅可以利用它神秘的吸引或排斥的力量完成关键解谜，
what about
也可以
combo?
利用这种力量夺取敌人的武器，甚至还能打断他们的技能。哎，话说回来
Okay, but then are you telling me that no, don't tell me that non-cry characters can do this outside of blah blah blah, because then that means that they're gonna make mobs that require you to have non-cry characters.
什么？其实啊，
如果旅行者们对这件事情感兴趣，可以在版本更新后自行前往一探究竟。不过可要小心了，试验设计局呢，作为愚人众的地盘，自然也是戒备森严，非常危险。
Don't care.
这可难不倒我们旅行者。虽然戒备森严啊，但是实验设计局结构复杂，总有空子。
Yeah, I'm gonna go from underneath the map.
闯入，直面愚人众的阻拦，或者可以选择掩人耳目，利用建筑中的管道等结构偷偷潜入。而当我们深入试验设计局内部之后，还会发现许多安保机关。
Yeah, I don't
旅行者可以
care,
选择
but
用月举例来解除它们。有趣的是，利用愚人众的清扫单元，我们还能进入一些神秘空间。
清扫单元，没想到愚人众也会用扫地机器人。
哎，已经能够想象操作它穿梭在管道中的样子了。另外啊，
Okay.
和当地的结识的一些新伙伴合作呢，我们也能逐渐了解到愚人众不为人知的秘密研究。
不过也要注意了，一旦触发了愚人众的警报呢，很快
You get to fight them, woohoo!
围剿入侵者，旅行者们可一定要小心了。
都说风险和机遇并存嘛，实验设计局里肯定也有很多我们想要获取的好东西吧？
哎，说到好东西，我这里还有一份绝密的情报。相传呢，文明大陆的
yeah, the treasure hoarders. Who even cares about
就
them?
发迹于诺德卡莱这片土地，并且呢，他还在这里为后人留下了一份伟大财宝。而关于他的其中一份线索，正藏在试验设计局之中。
传说、盗宝团、伟大财宝，感觉要素齐全了。这份财宝，相信我们旅行者是势在必得了。
那可说不准。据我所知，其他不少势力也都对这份财宝觊觎已久。想要找到它呢，可能不仅要和这些势力相互竞争，说不定在特殊的情况下，还得临时合作一下。如果说刚才提到的这些势力之间呢，都是
This feels really boring.
那么接下来要聊到的狂猎，那就是诺德卡莱的所有生者所要共同面对的敌人了。狂猎本身是深渊在诺德卡莱呈现出的一种极度危险的形态，狂猎肆虐的地方呢，也几乎没有生命可以幸存。
从狂猎的外观来看啊，应该有不少可怜人都被卷入了这种灾害。
我也看到一些狂猎甚至身穿着直登人的服饰。可想而知，过去有多少人因此而牺牲了。
Okay.
人们啊，其实也不会坐以待毙。直到如今，诺德卡莱的人们依然在用月举力去对抗狂猎。纳夏镇顶部的那个大炮啊，听说就是艾诺制造的，用来解决狂猎灾害的装置哦。
What?
那个造型，怪不得，果然是艾诺。
Why do you need all that firepower to do that?
直登人们也从来没有懈怠过。他们一直在利用吸引石的力量，在诺德卡莱的前线奋战，甚至有过路的商人说，在野外的浓雾里，偶尔你能看到一个神秘的追逐猎杀狂猎的身影。
而在诺德卡莱的其他地方，也同样存在着一些。
You're telling me NPCs can do that?
他们受到环境中的月举力的影响呢，有的可以自由驱使月举力，有的则在形态上发生了巨变。比如说，这只隐藏在山洞中、酷似蝴蝶的魔物呢。
Okay, so that's just a boss for Nefer, got it.
所掉落的角色培养素材，也正是
And Llama,
培养材
right?
而菲林斯、艾诺的角色培养素材，则是通过
Yeah,
刚才介绍艾诺时提到的巨大机关重拳出击压就能获得。当然，除了上面介绍的丰富内容，诺德卡莱也有精彩的活动等着各位旅行者前来体验。旅行者们不仅可以和艾诺、伊涅弗一起踏上一段和神秘机械有关的奇妙旅程。也可以完成打卡、挑战敌人等活动，获取原始。
Don't give a care. Don't give a care. Don't give a care.
幽静微战也会在新版本
Overflowing favor, just double artifacts. Got it.
另外，能够限时刷
Is this it? At least it's another camera event. Whatever. Click clashes.
是一个全新的系列。活动部分，这次我们也带来了很多新东西。首先呢是
Valorant.
旅记，
Oh.
从空月之
Okay, Catherine does
也
exist.
就是月之1版本开始，旅
What
行
is
者们
this?
可以从凯瑟琳那里 截取到新版本的地方传奇。
Okay, so local legends are now on the thing. Or based off Catherine. Got it.
就这么好看。
And who cares about an avatar frame, man?
在常驻玩法《幻想真境巨狮》中，由于魔女的来访，舞台中出现了名为越狱圣牌的特别道具。在新版本该活动更新后，旅行者就可以开启新挑战
Lunar mode，
完成额外的战斗关卡圣牌挑战，还能获取特别的越狱圣牌。
这么有设计感的越狱
Is it just more
全部拿下了？
哎，越狱圣牌
more useless things?
还支持好友之间相互兑换。
Arcanum.
通过好友之间的互相分享，心仪的卡牌也能更快的到手啊。
那程少，到时候如果我没有，
Justice
可要找你交换了。
那得看你有没有我想要的牌了。当然，新的越狱圣牌也带来了
And more. Okay, 1000 is really good. How many? Nahida, Yeon.
恰逢原神5周年，大家熟悉的音游活动也更新了全新的周年专辑，和各位在音乐中一起。
I don't care about that.
新的谱面主题呢，也迎来了更新。希诺宁、神里灵华、迪卢克的谱面
Don't give a care.
那自然啊，也少不了我们
Who
的。
cares about Genius Invocation?
我们也准备了很多新的角色牌面和内容。
哦，这张新的卡牌的效果有点好看。
角色邀请、热斗模式、助境演练，这些丰富内容也等待着各位牌手前来体验。哎，魔王，你还记不记得之前项目组的同学跟旅行者们预告过，有一件关于游艺旅文的事儿，想要跟大家分享。
游艺旅文
What is Traveler Tales? Oh, the ones. It's a permanent feature, right?
没错。那么新版本
Okay, that's awesome. I like it.
旅行者就可以领到一个笔记本。
Wait, so like everything?
角色和旅行者之间的点点滴滴。
Oh, everything.
一个小惊喜，领取笔记本后就可以前往到期的名神
So-
大社，在这儿也会出现一处特别的场所。
哦，想起以前每天去名神大社找巫女姐姐求御神签的日子了。
哈哈，现在可不只可以求签，还可以许下别的愿望。只要悄悄写下想要见到的伙伴的名字，说不定不久之后你就能和他在大世界的某个角落相遇哦。
不仅常驻了，还可以许愿想要见面的角色，确实特别的好。
Okay,
接下来是不是到了
that's nice.
期待的福利与优化环节？
没错。那么也请旅行者们
Okay,
稍事休息。
never mind.
稍后将会为大家带来游戏内外的更多分享内容。
Man, you said a little break. I thought I could. Okay, once this ends, I do not like how that looks. What, the Genshin anime is this? It looks kind of. Ugh. Nah, I don't like that style. I do not like that style. Nope. It looks too weird. Nah, I'm not about that. Nah, I'm not about this. I don't like the style. It looks far too realistic. It looks so... Ugh. It makes the characters look stupidly ugly. It really looks weird. I don't like it, man. What am I looking at? I don't like it. Ugh, nope. Somehow they made him look ugly. Like, what? What are we doing? It looks so ugly. Nah, I hate the look. I hate the look so much. I hate this look. Ugh. I don't care if how clean it is, if they, like, while they're walking. It looks so ugly, man. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, yeah. My full thoughts about whatever that animation was, never again. Never again. At least with, like, the thing that they had Ufotable produce, even if it was only a couple like seconds of like the what the anime could have looked like. At least that looked good. That looked like shit. Full opinion.
各位旅行者，欢迎回来。这次呀，我也请到了大家的老朋友
Who the fuck is Michael?
来介绍月之一版本的福利和优化。哎，咋了，Michael？你这个眼神，你这个动作是有什么
Really?
心事啊？
What's
你问我，这不该我问你吗，鸡哥？
啊
？5.0前瞻你都把我耍成表情包了。
那行，那你来。
Wait, what?
这次咱们怎么介绍
What do you do?
我收集了旅行者们从萌新到大佬的心路历程，以及他们反馈的一些痛点。待会啊，我就来考考你。
那我还是很有自信的呀。
Oh, that. Okay.
反馈啊，还是平时刷到的视频，我都还是记得。
Oh, right. Whenever they said Genshin Impact listening to its players?
在心里的。
哼，记在心里不等于立刻有办法。导演，咱们直接开始。
What?
行，那咱们看看。
这回大家都知道的事，我就抢先回。
Okay, 20. Is this okay? So this is anniversary stuff, or is this like 5.0 stuff? 6.0 stuff. Sorry, I always get that confused right now. I'm not used to going to this and thinking this is 6.0 yet. It doesn't feel like it.
打了，
好呀。
首先是每年周年庆都。
Obligatory. Fine. Here's your rewards. That's what I feel like right now.
福利，旅行者们通过周年签到活动可以获得10枚纠缠资源。
Okay, what about for
啊，没错呀。
What about for 6.0? You gotta give us more.
另外，我们也会通过邮件为大家发放1600原石及各种奖励。这其中还包含2个罗德卡莱风格的有趣小道具，其中的旋翼浮空气踏还可以支持旅行者和自己的好友共同乘坐。
没错，
手冲双倍也将在版本更新后重置。另外，大家期待的周年。
And you get to choose another standard 5-star. Okay. Well, I guess I'm getting C5 Kaching. Or is it C6? Well, either or.
常驻5星自选活动也即将开启。今年还有一位新面孔，来自道奇的木剑叶瑞希，也将加入可选范围。
Could do that, but I don't care.
对，今年呀，我们确实准备了这些内容。
哼，怎么样？那么接。
Are you kidding me? That's it for this year? But this is 6.0. You gave a different. Okay, whatever.
下来我就要正式开始发难喽。
哦，接下来才是正戏是吗？
是的，我们直接来看问题吧。
哇。
Okay, what the fuck? The monsters deal too much damage. No, they don't. Don't know how to build a team. That's your own fault. Don't understand gameplay. That's your own fault. Didn't understand the tutorial. That's your own fault. Leveling too slow. Spend your fragile resin. Rookie. What the fuck is that meant to mean? Complicated character... What the fuck is complicated about character mechanics? The only one I can think of is Emily. Because, whatever skill is called, and then it upgrades, and then you have to do her burst at a particular time, and something bullshit, I don't remember. Started and can't stop. Started playing, can't stop. Instructions unclear. Progress more quickly. Okay. Honestly, none of this is... Like, the only one... Honestly, most of these don't really matter.
你这是有备而来。
Like, none of these are what the community is yelling at you about right now. What?
你看我总结出这么多痛点。
Oh, those are fucking early game? Well, then who gives a shit? If they're the early game, who gives a shit? What do you mean, like, I don't know how to build a team? Look it up!
这些啊都是玩家在萌新阶段比较关注的。鸡哥，请问你又该如何
Literally, who gives a shit about the early game players? They have a mountain of information that they can access.
应对呢？
哦，留在这儿等着我呢。哎，不过呀，我觉得还是要请 Michael 跟大家都放心，毕竟啊，比这些还多得多的反馈。
Oh boy, you had better. There's so much that you should be learning. Stygian Onslaght.
我们也都已经注意到了
HP inflation. Night Soul dependent character bosses.
Michael， 看看你的设备上现在多了些什么？
好，让我看看。
Oculi, Shrines of Depths, and other content and version will provide adventure XP. Tests run now have basic tutorials, and its rewards have been reduced. The Battle Pass now offers harvestable rewards. What is that? What does that mean? And the Stardust purchase limit in the shop has been increased. What the fuck does that mean? Reduces the difficulty of open world in some domains like co-op. Who gives a shit about co-op, man? Co-op is fucking boring right now, man. I have never ever, and I mean never ever, done a co-op co-op to do my dailies or go out and kill enemies. The only times I've ever done that is for the achievement-based boss kills in co-op mode. That's all.
冒险阅历获取途径更多，那就是等级提升更快了。
对，
这个游戏。
Okay, so are we gonna get like? So now you're just doing what Wuwa does, where they give you a basic tutorial of how the characters work. Okay. Okay. So we're I'm not going to say copying Wuwa because basic tutorials are not Wuwa dependent or anything. I think this is a good feature, and I actually think learning from Wuwa was actually the very good idea. Good. Good. This is not something that, like... This is something that Genshin could need, but honestly, it's not going to be as complex. That's my opinion. Because, let's be honest here, basic attacks mean shit. Elemental skills, let's just take a basic tutorial on Fischl or Farina, where you use skill, you use burst, you get off the field. That is how you play Farina. How you play Kuki, you skill off the field, you skill burst off the field. How you play Nilou, you full skill until you get the ring around you. You don't want to left click at all. You use your burst if you want, and then you get off the field. Kokomi, you skill off the field. You don't even use your burst or basic attack at all anymore. It's a DPS loss. The only characters who really need the basic tutorial are just main DPSs. That isn't hard to do. But even then, like, a lot of them are pretty self-explanatory. You can pretty much figure them out instantly.
系内的教学感觉确实是很直观。
Llama's just gonna be skill burst off the field. That's my opinion.
哦，这个且试身手门槛降低是什么意思？
哎，且试身手啊，是我们每次推出角色的时候都会有的一种教学关卡。那现在我们对它进行了一次优化。
What the fuck what do you think? What the fuck could you possibly do to the test run to make it better? What?
也就是当旅行者们已经拥有某位
If you already own a character and have cleared their stage trial
角色，并且在之前也通关了他的且试身手活动的时候呢，在新的且试身手活动。
Okay. So you just okay.
上线的时候就可以直接。
I'm not gonna say that's a bad change or why the fuck would blah blah blah. It's just okay. It's like barely a minute save time at all. It's honestly and it's very dependent, so I don't really care.
去奖励了。
OK， 我懂了。那感觉
Also, does that include what's it called? 4 stars? Because if so, then I guess I could claim those all instantly.
第3条也很方便呐，不错不错。
So now, okay, so before so it's much cleaner and you can buy what? I don't see a difference. So this is now 120. Is that what we're doing? See, this is 30. This is 30. So they added 50 to this one. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. They only added 50. They added 50 to the medium material.
最后这条，多人游戏难度下调。
Who the fuck cares about co-op mode difficulty lowering? If you're playing co-op on lower like world levels, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
什么说法吗？
这个我也必须解释一下啊，因为在原神当中啊，寻求多人。
There's actually a huge group of travelers who look for parties in co-op. What? I never ever see anyone say anything about co-op. The only thing I ever see about co-op, including my own gameplay, is fuck this shit, let me do this myself, get rid of it. Forced co-op events are the fucking worst. Please, fuck them in their entirety. Get rid of them.
游戏组队的旅行者，其实有很大一批，他并不一定能够单独挑战游戏。
You can't always take on the tough bosses, or okay, then let them build up their characters. That's like let them learn.
中的强敌或者高级秘境。而我们默认设置的这个多人难度的调整规则呢，其实是以大家都有独立挑战的能力为前提的。
Who the fuck cares?
那这就会导致他们在联机抱团取暖的时候啊，有时候会遭遇更艰难的战斗情境。因此，我们在新版本之后呢
，like all you need to do is just sit away from them. What?
下调了大世界以及部分材料产出秘境的联机难度。
哎，确实啊，过去呢，我带同事过本的时候，偶尔也会小翻车一下。
原来你也有这种情况。
是的，但现在的话。
But then I got good. Yeah, it really like if you have 2 well-built characters, a minute is pathetic.
带同事过本就更有效率了。哎，等等等等，我好像被你带跑了，这才说到哪？继续。那接下来我就要为和我一样的老玩家说说。
Oh my god! What the fuck? Exploration affixes. Complete collection. What the fuck? Low cap. Not enough materials. Cumbersome resin composition. Artifact optimizations. Character leveling. Burden reduction. What the fuck does burden reduction? Crafting bench optimizations. Not enough inventory space. Hard to find all the chests. Heavy burden. What the fuck is this? Give me a minute. None of this is... What do you mean not enough material? Okay, if you're saying old timers out there, not enough materials, that's your own fault. If you don't have enough materials. I have literally over 10,000 weapon enhancement materials. There is no fucking shot that you can't get enough. Artifact optimizations. Yes, I fully agree. Character leveling should just be let you instantly go up to a... If you have every resource, you could go straight to 90. That's what I prefer. Not enough inventory space. Fully agree. Not enough inventory space, at least in terms of artifacts. Because right now, I really have too many. And I have to keep on making it into the purple and the blue for EXP. Cumbersome resin consumption. I think overall that condensed resin needs to go, and it should just let you be able to challenge it 5 times, get 5x rewards. That domains with artifacts should just cost 40. Like in Star Rail, reluctant to use items. What the fuck does that even mean? What the fuck does reluctant to use items? Like, you mean like attack boosting? What the fuck does that mean? If you're talking about like food, who gives a fuck about food? Like, food means nothing in Genshin. It's like literally like they keep on making all these different types of food, but no one that I ever see, except for like one content creator who uses it just because he does Traveler only, Musashi, and actually like gets use out of it. That's the only person I ever see use food. If you use food buffs, you're an idiot. Complete collection. I have no idea what that means. Low cap. I'm gonna guess that means resin. Heavy burden. What heavy burden? Exploration. If you mean because Night Soul and hard to find chests. All the chests. There's literally a fucking website, you dumbass. Good. Potentially good. Depends on how this is. You're a dumbass. Yeah, good. I have no idea. Burden on what? Would be okay. Would be a nice optimization, but not really needed. Yes. And I have no idea.
好呀，其实我们玩了好几年原神，期间也遭遇各
Yeah, like the game, like constantly making you feel like shit. Yeah.
种大大小小的问题，相信这些问题啊。
You mean, oh hey, you can't farm this material today. You have to farm it on Wednesday. Like what?
我不说，你
Bullshit.
心里都应该有数。那对于我们这些老玩家，你又准备了哪
Thank you for at least saying something about veterans.
些惊喜呢？
哎，那对于老玩家而言啊，那我当然也
等一下，我还没说完，我觉得还得单独再提2个事儿。
还有单独
Oh, wow, that daring today, are we?
要提的
是的，很重要。第一个就是每日刷体力。虽然之前
Daily resin runs. Sure, we've had some tweaks like in
一直都有
5.8.
优化，比如5.8版本优化了一些，但是这么久了还只能用40点体力合成一次浓缩树脂，另外还要去抓金蝶，还得合成。
No shot there. Please, that would be fucking amazing.
真的很麻烦啊。第二个圣遗物，每年我都在提这个，今年我还得提。比如我刷了好多圣遗物胚子，看起来好像有用，但又不敢把它合成或扔掉，只能存着，生怕哪一天用上了没了，弄得我现在都爆仓了。
的确。那 Michael 说的这几个问题也很具体啊。
Yeah, they both are like basically go into the same thing of artifacts. Sorry.
除了萌新玩家以外，我们也在为提瓦特的老玩家们
Bullshit.
为一些优化内容。那在这些优化内容当中呢 ，Michael 你刚才的问题都是能得到解决的。要不
How about we also remove the you can only get this material on this day or this day or this day. Please. Like
继续看看。
等下几个，我作为同事还得提前劝你一句。
Okay.
没有优化好的东西，你不要硬。
I love this guy, bro. This guy actually is willing to say this in front of his coworker. Jeez. Let's not make empty promises. You start talking nonsense. I like this man.
硬说，你要是瞎说了，最后还不是我想办法去收拾。
这个你不用怕。既然今天我让你反客为主，那我一定是准备了足量的惊喜， 能有多到淹没你收集的需求那么多的规模。
行，那我就跟旅行者们一起看看鸡哥准备了什么。
In the new version, you can upgrade the treasure compass for the joint. Who gives a shit? Open Lunary Treasury to obtain Dust of Light badge. The fourth fix can now be previewed. Yeah. Optimizes the method of claiming bonus rewards. Nice. Okay. Sure, that's nice, but Dust of Alignment has never been... It's okay. That's all it is, though. I don't really care about the first one.
第一个，我懂，也就是新版本，只要我探索到一定阶段，就能直接找齐这些宝箱。
The leak was correct, but okay. That is fucking awesome. Okay, but can I do that with previous patches? Let's say I missed HS somewhere.
跟神童，对吧？对。这个不多说了，确实。
That is... So we are just making like the summer event type thing, but permanent. Okay. I'm fine with that.
很方便。第二个，我看演示就应该有点像纳塔的部族秘藏，这个也很不。
I don't fucking like that.
不错，毕竟启圣之城对我来说呢，肯定是比诸圣。
Well, the issue is the reason why I don't like that is we don't have that in other versions. The only time we had something somewhat similar was that underground area from whenever you complete all the you get all the Geoculus and you put all the stones in, and then you get that first 5-star artifact underground with the Ruin Hunter guarding it. I don't really like this. It's kind of boring.
更珍贵的。
那你再往下看看。
第三、第四个，哎，对。
Okay, but you realize how many fucking, like, 5-star artifacts you have to fucking check? Like, for me, that's over 1,000. That's over a fucking 1,000.
这是我需要的，要不鸡哥你给我们讲讲细节？
哎，
Not to mention, it doesn't matter if it's good. It still means that you have to use a usage slot to get that. That means that you are getting less overall stats than if it was a pure 4-piece. And that's still an issue.
3条和第4条啊，我要一个一个说。首先是大家都很关注的圣遗物的问题。
Thank you. Wow.
以前呀，有很多旅行者就跟 Michael 所说的一样。
Okay, so how are we gonna sort through these? Are you gonna give us a sorter? Are you gonna, like, what are you gonna do with us?
到了非常多的3、4条的圣遗物胚子，那你们总想看看，哎，我把它强化到+4之后能出什么好词条？但是从月之1版本开始呢，大家
That's nice, sure, but like, honestly, I don't give a shit.
就不用这么麻烦了。 所有的圣遗物从一开始就会直接显示它还没有解锁的词条，这样就可以减少了很多操作的时间和资源的消耗。除此以外呢，我们也支持旅行者直接使用祝圣油膏和祝圣精华。
That's actually pretty nice. Actually, yeah, that's a nice change. But the issue is that you can only make 1 per patch. Let's just go over this. About 2. Okay, so you can only make 1 of those a patch. Then you only get 1 of them from Imaginarium Theater per month, meaning 12 per year. So, that's already, 42, about probably 10. I can do the actual calculation, I just... 8.6 a year. So 8.7. we'll round that more up to about 9 version patches per year, meaning that you only get about 21 guaranteed things, meaning only about 5 guaranteed craftable artifacts with the things that you want per year. That's a fucking issue. Now, of course, the reason why I don't mention the little underground domain thing, the little, like, that you have to unseal it and then you get like 1 to 2, is because, as we saw with Natlin, we had 5.0, 5.1, 5.3, 5.5, and then 5.8. That is a very, very big... No, it was 5.4, sorry. 5.4, and then 5.8. No, wait. That's still wrong. Wait. God damn it. Wait. Did 5. No. 5.1. 5.0. 5.1 did not. Did it? No. It's... 5.2. Yeah, okay, so 5.2, 5.4? No, right? No, because that was the music key update. Okay, so 5.0, 5.2, 5.5, 5.8. That is wildly different. And that means that it's not guaranteed that you will get that within that year. So I will not include that. Sorry. So that's about 2. Okay, so 2, 5, 3. About 2 extra per 3. So we'll add 6. And that still isn't enough. So about 27, which means you can only get about 4 fully powered artifacts. 5, 6 adjustable, customizable artifacts per year. Feels like a joke, right?
来填充诸圣之霜的萃取进度了，而高等级的圣遗物萃取的时候获得的进度也会比以往更多。至于第4条，也就是 Michael 你很关注的领取多倍奖励的手段优化。首先呀，在新版本更新后，我们在各种兑换奖励的场合，现在
Did I just see that right? There's no fucking shot I saw that right.
首先呀，在
Okay, so now condensed just you can use Primo Gems to claim it 3 times. Fuck you.
新版本更新后，我们在各种
So So now we're just doing okay. We're making condensed resin a thing of the past. But that also means that if you want, then you can condense. So is condensed now 60, and that resin up there has not changed.
兑换奖励的场合，现在可以直接消耗40点树脂，领取双倍奖励了，并且呀，在此基础上浓缩树脂的配方。
That's even fucking worse. That's actually worse because now it's uneven. This is uneven. It needs to be 240. And then it's fine. But the issue is that this is uneven now. Now you're left at the 20 thing again. You're left with the 20 thing again. Brother.
要求也从40点。
The old problem of having 20 extra afterwards. Woohoo! It's back.
60点树脂合成，也就意味着它可以直接兑换3倍的奖励了。除此之外，还有一条，也就是浓缩树脂跟金蝶捕捉笼的配方也有了更便捷的获取途径。在此之前，你应该还记得它们是放在2个城市的声望系统里的。
对。
Yeah.
最后还有一条是，我们可以直接
Fuck you.
在奖励结算界面使用原石快速购买树脂来领取3倍奖励了。
好啊，这样我以后就可以少很多麻烦，消耗树脂也变得更
Nah, it still is worse.
方便了。虽然这个优化很好，但我感觉你肯定还有大的没说。
嗯？
哎，鸡哥，你别不说话呀。
我没有不说话呀，我不是把你的问题都回答完了。
No, Stygian Onslaght, address it.
不对，这一集我看过，你肯定马上就要从椅子上拿出一摞卡片让我挑了。
这回真没有 ，Michael， 我实话跟你讲，真没有。
Yeah,
确实啊
yeah, Don't lie to. That's not nearly enough. Sorry. Imaginarium Theater really should just be like any element you choose. It shouldn't like the moment Geo shows up, you're fucked.
准备的东西啊，比你们想象的要多。但是啊，今年我们不搞小卡片，我们换一个形式。那接下来呢，我就和旅行者们一起来看一看，在《空月之歌》版本，开发组的同学还给大家带来了哪些福利和优化吧。
Okay.
如果说刚才我们聊到的东西算是玩，
If what we've been just talking are all within the player's expectations, no, they actually somewhat fall under it. They don't even come near what I want at all.
加预期当中的福利跟优化，那么接下来我要说的就是玩家嘴中的
what they would call sacred dailies
祖宗之法了。
祖宗之法也要变了吗？
没错，首先从月之1版本开始，在未来的5星角色卡池开放的第1周，所有的天赋突破材料
Get rid of the time restrictions! We don't want them! This isn't the answer! The answer is just removal of the time restrictions! Just get rid of the time restrictions! That's all we care about! Just get rid of the time restrictions!
和武器突破材料秘境将完全取消开放时间的。
Just get rid of the time restrictions! Get rid of them! They don't matter!
限制。
好耶，这样的话我抽完角色就可以立。
Yeah, huh? Don't lie to yourself, buddy.
没错，就是在这一周的任何时间，你都可以。
Also, I just realized you can't use fragile resin to just spend it all to... Right, okay.
刷取任何自己想要的材料了。还有另外
All you would need to do is remove the time restrictions. Who gives a shit about them? They are an old, outdated thing that need to go.
另外一个好消息，旅行者们在领取周年自选5星角色的同时，我们还会同时奉上所选角色的直升。
But I already own. What? Okay, what if I own Kaching and I've already maxed her? Are you gonna give me useless materials?
60级材料。哎 ，Michael， 你还记不记得啊？之前我给大家承诺过，就是这个
That it would be an annual recurring reward.
自选5星啊，是一个每年都有的奖励。
是的。
但是这里有个问题，那就是对于很多后续入坑的旅行者啊，如果没有赶上这次周年庆，那就会完全错过这个奖励。
确实是哦。
对。
Who cares? It's just a standard character. Look, I love Kaching, but I'm not gonna care if I miss out on her once.
所以这一次，为了让新版本期间刚刚入坑的玩家也能够顺利获取这些角色，这个自选5星活动的开放时间呀，也会做相应的动态优化和调整。
Are you pulling a Wuwa? Is that what you're doing? Where they gave a full, like a 5-star selector for free for basically a year?
具体的详情呢，也请大家去关注后续的官方公告。
好耶，那可以说未来任何时间都是入坑原神的最佳时机喽。
So, we're just pulling a star rail, aren't we? Where if you spend so many pulls on blah 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 banner, on the standard banner, then you get to choose a character.
是呀。
不过鸡哥，我觉得虽然这些都还不错，但像我这种全勤的玩家来说，感觉
This guy understands veterans.
也还好。
确实啊，对于全勤玩家而言，你基本上都能拿到，对不对？好。那接下来的内容就没有这么简单了。那下面这一条福利啊，我们用老办法 ，Michael 让你用设备亲自现场体验一下。
好，我看看。
Not a fucking GAN. Not a fucking GAN.
啊，又是让我现场抽卡。
没错呀，
鸡哥，这次我看得很仔细了，这不就是普通的祈愿吗？
那你抽抽看嘛。
哎，我抽到了梦见
What's with the different constellation thing?
月瑞希。
哦。
哎，不过这个角色我已经充满了。
You're just doing what fucking Star Rail did, bitch. Okay.
这不是相当于5折抽卡吗？
哎，别着急啊 ，Michael， 你仔细看看最后抽卡结算的那个界面里，除了常规的内容之外，还有啥
So we're just pulling a fucking Star Rail. Also, no, there was a 4-star. Okay.
哎，等等，这个无主的命
Masterless Stella Fortune, which you combine with another one to make the Golden or the Master Stella Fortune, which you spend on a one character, and then they'll add a bunch of characters to that, but you need the maxed out characters. To be fair, though, this one actually is better for veteran players. What's like, I don't have any C6 standard characters, but do I? I think I only have about C5. But let's say I were to get them. That actually isn't that bad for me. Because I have Mona at least C5. I have D-Luke at least C5. Jean and Chi-Chi are less there, I think. They're not even C2. Kaching, I got up to C5 or 4. You know, I should know this information more.
星是什么东西？我记得原本只有25星辉啊。
没错，那这就是接下来呢，我要为各位介绍的一个重磅内容——无主的命星。
Say it's a 1-to-1 ratio. 1-to-1 ratio. 1-to-1 ratio. Do not make this about 2. Do not do a fucking Star Rail. Do not do a fucking star rail.
玩家重复获取超过命制作需求上限的5星角色时，就会获得这个道具。
哎，鸡哥，这个道具
It's pulling a fucking star rail.
有什么用啊？
哎，那这个道具的作用。
What the fuck?
就是提升你队伍当中任意角色的等级上限，最高可以直接提升至100级。
啊，那
Please tell me that there's a 4-star version that like bumps that can be made into a 5-star version.
我不是可以选择我任何喜欢的角色进行加强啦？
没错，而且把角色升级到100级，意味着
Yeah, of course. They yeah, but level 100.
它有更强的基础属性，在触发元素反应的时候呢，也会有更强
A greater base effect when they trigger.
的基础效果。
哦，原来如此。但是不对哦，
哪里不对了？
我过去抽了不少的溢出角色，那我不是亏爆了吗？
哦，你的意思是说啊，过去抽到的溢出角色拿不到这个无主的
No, because I have never gotten a C above that. I have only been at C5 or C. I've never been at C6.
对呀，
哎，放心，亏不了你。这次的改动时装之后呀，我们会一直追溯旅行者所有
Bullshit
的抽取记录，并将对应数量的无主秘星直接
Tectone, how many did you earn? Wait, does the weapon banner not count? I'm guessing.
发送给各位旅行者。大家也不用说刻意攒资源到月之1版本再抽卡了。
等等，所有
没错，
指的是从开服到现在的所有吗？
对，
太好了，那我岂不是能拿到不少的命星去升级？以后啊，我可以拿到这些命星去拉一帮。
Okay, my issue is overall, I don't mind that change, but I also don't like it at the same time. I think that there should be a 4-star version where, let's say, you have to at least 5 or something. Hell, I'm fine with 10 to create one.
100级的角色出去炫耀了，我溢出的部分也终于有用了。不过我想啊，90级到100级，那按照以前的惯例，我岂不是要准备海量的
You literally saw that they just got instantly to, but okay.
经验书跟摩拉吗？
哎，这个呀，你也不用担心。虽然说这项操作只能对已经90级的角色使用，但是相对应的啊，角色的当前等级和最大等级是会同步提升的。也就是说，不需要准备额外的经验书。
Now that does actually okay. Let's take characters who like act like Bennett is going to get stronger because of this. Characters that relied on their base attack or just HP get buffed by this by a lot. Like, base stats going up is very strong. And the elemental reactions that, let's take Lunar Charge, it's all based off your stats. So this actually really buffs them.
喝摩拉了？
不会吧？
哎，什么不会吧？真的。
哎，七哥，你别吓我啊！我觉得比起
The real issue is how this system works. If it is C6ing a 5-star character, then I don't like it. But if there's a 4-star option, 10, let's say 10 equals 1, which then gives you, or 5, boom, I'm fine with that. Because 4 stars are actively sometimes harder to C6 than 5 stars. I believe there was someone for Dahila, like a Dahila Daily account or whatever, who wished over enough times to get the C6 character of whoever Dahila was on, and only got to like C4. You can get that unlucky. Yeah.
去年呢，今年的福利和优化力度好。
I wouldn't argue that. Stygian Onslaght desperately needs a change. It does not need to be HP inflation with timer. That is something we all are tired of.
好像是更猛了，比如像你刚刚说的这个无主的命星从开服开始追溯，这些决定真的没问题吗？
哎，这样说吧，我经常听到一个说法，我相信 Michael 和旅行者们也经常听到啊，叫做原神不想赚钱。
Yeah, that's honestly true. Otherwise, you'd be pumping out skins. Really, I don't know why you don't. Honestly, I don't see a reason why you can't just pump out skin after skin after skin after skin after skin. Like even just every 2 patches would be fine.
对吧？但是倒也不至于这么不想啊。
Yeah, you need another yacht.
陪了我们走了这么久的旅行者，应该都能知道，这么多年下来，原神的生产成本已经远远超出一个常规游戏。
Yeah, you guys have already spent like more money than you would ever imagined.
的规模了，原神这个作品的价值和呈现，更多的其实是体现在 IP 和玩法。
Well then, how about you just start pumping out skins?
法上，也就是角色、故事和乐趣本身。所以借由这样的一个想法。接下来我们还有一项福利，
还有福利？
没错，这个福利也是出于刚才上述的考量，为了见证玩家和角色以及故事的牵绊，由开发组的各位共同为旅行者们献上了一个
UGC right
例行修远。在例行修远系统当中，旅行者在提瓦特的一举一动都会被铭记，而提瓦特的命运呢，也会因此与你产生共鸣。这将会允许。
The fuck does that mean?
你和你已经拥有的某位角色之间产生一次更强烈的牵绊。
What? What the fuck is this? Complete adventure encounters to reach daily training goals every week. Achieve 5 daily training goals to reach and to temper thyself and journey far. Complete 8 weekly training goals to redeem.
因此，你
What the fuck? Okay, but is this like permanent? Is this permanent? I need a guarantee. Is this something I can do forever? Or is this just a one-time thing? Because if so, this could be big. Like, I could get C2 Farina. I could get... Like, C2 Farina's really good. I can't... That makes her, like, infinitely stronger. C2, I'll hate them, probably. C1 Kanich. C1 Sitlali. There are a lot of options, sheesh.
可以免费获取一颗它的命星
啊！
没错，在新版本当中呢，我们将会率先开放部分角色的命星获取。
Wait, we will roll out Stellar Fortune unlocks for select characters.
玩家最多可以
How many?
在1年当中单独通过例行修养
I'm not seeing everyone on this list.
玩法，可以最多额外获取4个5星。
Is that it? Wait. One can each character can only receive it once. Wait, so are you just giving out a free C1 pretty much? Is that what you're doing to fix power creep?
角色的命星。
Why is it doing
确认一
this?
下，我确认一下。我们今年不仅送一个常驻5星，只要玩家愿意，他还可以获得4个限定5星吗？
When did they say 4?
确认一下，
获取，玩家最多可以在1年当中单独通过例行修养玩法，可以最多额外获取
4 Stellar Fortunes for the characters. Oh, per year. Wait. Per year. Okay, Farina is not on this list. Got it. That I'll hate them is not on this list. Fuck. Who the fuck? Okay. So Yoimiya. Okay, wait. So I can only choose 1 per. That is fucking awful then for me.
在1年5星角色的命星。
我确认一下，我们今年不仅送一个常驻5星，只要玩家愿意，他还可以获得4个限定5星吗？虽然鸡哥你嘴上说不是，但我觉得你这个不想赚钱的刻板印象。
I kind of agree with that, honestly. I want to say this is ungenerous, and this feels like they're trying to fix HP inflation, but this honestly doesn't.
是要做实了。
那毕竟嘛，原神它也不是一个常规。
Well, Genshin has so much money. It's earned so much over the years. It's pretty much fueled Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero by itself. The big changes I wanted aren't here, though.
意义上的游戏作品嘛。那我们的很多决定呢，事实上其实带有一些理想主义色彩。比起去做一个收入数字很惊人的商品，那大家其实更想做一个能够给玩家、时代乃至历史留下痕迹的作品。那这个目标呢，肯定有它赖以生存的很物质的一部分，当然也有它能够延续至今的理想的一部分。
So why I'm gonna actually say this is a kind of bad thing is a lot of the characters that they showed have very bad pull value. Nilou being one of the exceptions on that list, but a lot of those characters have been power crept. And let me go back. Let's take Ito. Who the fuck uses Ito? Ayato? Who the fuck uses him? Tainari? You can always get him for free, pretty much. Yaimiko? I barely ever see her get used. Shenhe? Works with Skirk, but that's about it. Sino? I don't even see anyone, like... Sorry, Alejandro, but your character's... Jean? Free star. Okay, these ones here, free. Klee, meh. Tartaglia, he still is pretty decently good, so that's actually pretty good. Albedo.
命星获取，玩家
Albedo Ganyu. Okay, Hu Tao. This is very good for anyone who has Hu Tao, because C1 is literally so powerful for her. Ziox is gonna go crazy. Who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? I mean, a lot of people do, but let's be honest, Skirk fucking power creeped Ayaka so hard. Yoimiya, I'm probably the only person who really uses a Yoimiya, but like, even so, I don't know what the fuck C1 does. Kokomi, I can get C2. So really my plan is Ganyu's not even on the list because C6 is when she becomes more of a quick shot. So the issue is that you have to own the character. Yeah, really, this is gonna be kind of like, for me, it's gonna be Nilou, Kokomi, Kaching, honestly, because I don't own Albedo. And then go Yoimiya. Yeah, that's actually what I'm gonna do because I already own C1 Hutao on accident. And honestly, I don't ever like I have Baiju now, but like I never used him. And Nilou. Wanderer, nah. Dia, nah. Standard, don't care.
我确认一下，
一个其实带有一些理想主义色彩，比起去做一个收入数字很惊人的商品，那大家其实更想做一个能够给玩家时代乃至历史留下痕迹的作品。
OK，
这个目标呢，肯定有它赖以生存的很物质的一部分，当然也有它能够延续至今的理想的一部分。
Of not listening to players。
那我们看到会有些人他比较针砭我们物质的部分。 那也会有些人去称赞我们理想的部分，但是对于开发组的大家而言，不管是物质的还是理想的，都是原神的一部分。
是的，没错。发行团队和研发团队一样，我们初衷都是希望能在原神中持续为各位旅行者提供更好的游玩体验。那么不久之后，我们也将迎来原神的5岁生日，在周年庆期间，我们也为各位旅行者准备了不少游戏外的惊喜内容。
I don't care about outside the game. So, she is gonna be an Archon, okay.
Alright, we're back.
Yep. Has it really been 5 years already?
Yeah, next month, right?
Wow, man. 5 years is a long time. But still,
obviously,
the devs have never stopped looking for ways to keep things fresh.
Definitely. But for a newbie like me, it all feels pretty new.
That's fair.
Oh, and speaking of, Genshin Impact's anniversary celebration is going to look a little different this year. It's not going to be a segment of the special program.
That's right. The Genshin Impact 5th anniversary celebration is getting its own video this time. So tune in on September 28th to check it out.
Congratulations, Genshin Impact, on an amazing 5 years.
Yes.
Now, back to the devs.
Honestly, I kind of disagree with the 5. Like, it's an amazing blah blah blah. But
旅行者们，欢迎回来！接下来啊，又到咱们1年1度的品红秀环节了。不知道今年的罗德卡莱音乐会现场又将有哪些特色的民族乐器呢？
是呀。 那 Michael， 你还记不记得去年那
交响乐？ If it's just that I'm skipping that, sorry. I'd rather hear the music in game first.
做完魔神任务之后，回头再听啊，都能发现。
Is this UGC? Okay, that's UGC.
没错，我已经脑补到1年后啊，又回来细细品味这。
So, let's before they talk about more about the music and whatnot, I was hoping more that Stygian Onslaght would get some kind of recognition. That the overall idea that we want to farm these materials on only these days. I don't mind if they say, oh, if a new character shows up, then it for a limited time you can farm whatever you want. Woohoo! The issue is that I want to farm whenever I want. Anytime I want. That is what we should have. Then, overall, being able to choose 4 out of those, and it's per year, which is nice, but overall, I'm not that... The list of characters wasn't that appetizing for me. I mean... take Albedo, who really has fallen off. Ito, a lot of them. Give me a minute. Yeah, overall the resin changes are nice and not over like I do think that a resin cap boost should have happened to 240. That way it's an even amount because you have 200 potentially always when you log in. So then you're left with 20. I do like that overall that instead now it's only going to take about 3 crystal flies, which you get 15, so about 5 days are covered. But that was already kind of a thing. Where it was like basically 3.75 covered. It wasn't that hard to go out and get an area with 6 crystal flies. See, like that underwater area with the 6 crystal flies. You just get that. And you're pretty much always going to constantly increase. And there are plenty of other areas where you can just go and collect like 3 crystal flies, or that one area, the Zhongli's pillars that went into the water and became islands. I don't remember the goddamn name, but you get the point. There are like 8 of them there if you go to the domain there. It's pretty easy to keep up with crystal flies. I do think overall multi-challenge claim rewards. So instead of like you fight the enemies once, I think you should be able to fight them 5 times and then you claim 5x rewards. That's what you really should be able to do. I just clicked on accident, but optimizations that just make the game overall flow and feel better are something that really need to be inputted into the game. Why I prefer to do Wuwa, even if Genshin right now is on some days, it's log in, instantly turn my resin into condensed, go over, get my daily done, then go back to the crafting bench and log out. Sure, but then the next day is, okay, now I have to farm this about 9 to 10 times. The same domain, 9 to 10 times, which is a hassle. And that is an issue. Ugh. I'm yawning. I'm really tired now. I want to get through this as quickly as possible, but the concerns of HP inflation, the concerns of, hey, is this boss now going to practically require a region-specific character's elemental reaction or themed specific thing like Night Soul to kill this one little boss? That is what I'm more concerned about.
是的，为了旅行者们这次的观看体验呀，我们在交响乐现场开始前，请到了一位我们的老朋友，乐队指挥罗伯特先生，带着大家偷偷潜入。
You know what's funny? I think this special program is one of the first ones that Dawei has not shown up in. He's probably crying.
录音幕后一探究竟。
Is this English? Abbey Road.
Hey everybody, long time no see.
Who the fuck are you?
Today, I'm going to take you on a behind-the-scenes look at the music production for Genshin Impact's Nod Cry. Let's go take a look.
Here we go, click from 5.
What?
Take a look.
Here we go, click from 5.
What?
乐家们的演出。罗德卡莱的音乐确实非常有史诗感啊！
I'm not caring, buddy.
跟着音乐一下子就被带到
文地貌和魔神任务。
哎，记得5.3前瞻，你跟大家有预告过。
You mean the roadmap though?
啊，原神接下来会有一个全新的玩法模块
啊，对。
现在有什么情报可以给大家更新的吗？
啊，有的有的。
Yeah, can we actually make that playable soon? Because you know, let's just say this. Let's take Minecraft. As much as we don't want to talk about it right now, let's take Roblox. The reason why they still exist is user-generated content. User-generated content in Genshin Impact is bare bones. It is dead. It is... You don't see... There's a reason why there is so much drama. Why these content creators have to react to a lot of things. They have to play other things. Because there is not anything for you to do in Genshin Impact anymore. There's only about... I can only think of one good content creator who I've already mentioned throughout this video. Not video, but this reaction to this. Musashi. He's the only one who does something that is completely unique that no other content creator is willing to understand or do. And overall, he plays the game in such a way that it isn't about the end game. It's actually about exploring and completing challenges with limitations that you normally never ever have. And it is unique, and finding like ways to beat these, like with just limitation, with like all those limitations, is phenomenal. You do not have that in Genshin Impact. You do not have the same level of spirit or anything from any other content creator. And that is the God honest truth. UGC would really make content creators become better. Make them go through custom-made challenges that are like... It could actually be very interesting to watch. UGC would pretty much change content creation in Genshin for the better. And that is something that's rare to hear from Genshin Impact.
那让我们跟随一段场外的短片来了解一下。
How about you tell us, like, when will this be released?
这个玩法的进展吧。
大家好，我是《原神：千星奇遇》设计师、系统策划牛楠。
我是《原神：千》。
大家好，我是《原神：千星奇遇》设计师、系统策。
Molestria Wonderland。
策划牛楠。
我是《原神：千星奇遇》设计师、技术策划土豆。本期视频内，我们将向大家介绍即将与各位见面的新内容，聊一聊新玩法是什么，未来有哪些开发规划，以及更多与创作生态相关的话题。让我们立刻开始吧。
千星奇遇将是一个由旅行者主导的游戏世界。
Yeah, it's user-generated content. Now, you better not pull a fucking Roblox.
在这里
Honestly, I would say pull a Minecraft too, because, yes, that does happen in Minecraft. As much as you don't want to admit it, it does. That type of shit happens on Minecraft too. It's just not as long and frequent. They get caught, but then they just appear again. Nothing ever happens, really.
游戏创作者能发挥无限创意，自主开发出所有能想象到的玩法，游玩者也能够畅快地体验这些独特有趣、充满想象力的新鲜内容。
Okay, so you're showing even the, like, your own model for, or like the thing that you get to use. Got it. The young character design that you get to choose. I'm so fucking
并
tired.
结识到更多志同道合的伙伴，模拟经营派对游戏中，并结识到
That's unique.
更多志同。
So you even let us choose stuff like that.
道合的伙伴。
And from management sims to party games to PvP arenas. What do you mean PvP? You're saying player versus player, but how does that work? To wild adventure
模拟
maps.
经营派对游戏，
So it's gonna be like Minecraft. Got it.
对抗竞技、冒险闯关，大家能想象到的一切玩法都有机会在这里呈现。
So when's that?
我们为创作者打造了一个强大的玩法编辑器——千星沙箱。
Well, let's just
编辑器中
sandbox.
开放了原神几乎全量的玩法功能与资产，供创作者自由调用。基于千星沙箱，我们提供了强大的图形化编辑功能，来灵活地支持各种玩法结构。创作者可根据设计需求灵活配置关卡类型和游戏模式，将构想中的核心玩法系统。
So you get to create your own elemental skills and whatnot. That's interesting. That could be interesting.
机制、美术表现等要素按照逻辑一步步串联起来，制作独一无二的游戏内容。大家也不必担心上手成本，在创作过程中，我们将提供配套的服务支持，包含阶梯式开发教程的创作者学院，促进经验共享与协作的创作者论坛，以及专业的创作者技术顾问服务等，帮助大家充分学习与应用编辑器能力。作为一项长期的企划，整个玩法系统将持续进行开发。
Yeah, you're gonna add more
在接下来
assets.
几个版本中，开发组也
Okay, so this is when you're doing it. Okay. Let's read. Gameplay open beta. It'll be a variety of custom stages from creators go live, featuring new social features, event gameplay, and customizable content. So we have to wait until next patch. Okay. Not next patch. Next patch. Version 3. Component sharing platform becomes available. Creator prefigure are now open source, enabling richer experiences. And then all new earning system for creators now online. You can now, and then classic mode becomes available. Companions you meet in Tevat can enter custom stages for an adventure. What the fuck does that mean?
将为大家带来以下重要内容的更新。
大家可能注意到了，在未来呢，我们还为创作者
Yeah, that's a fucking big one.
玩法的制作品质和受玩家们欢迎的程度都将提升创作者的回报。我们对创作者的期望只有一条，那就是不断创作富有创意且正面。
So you're gonna be. We're really trying to pull a Roblox, are we? Aren't we, huh?
积极的游戏玩法。
我们诚挚邀请有灵感、有创意的游戏开发者加入千星奇遇，将奇思妙想化为现实。这将是一次崭新和大胆的尝试。一个个源自创作者的灵感火花，或许将开启新的游戏纪元。
You're trying to be a Roblox, and honestly, that is a bad idea and a good idea. It just depends on how the fuck you handle it.
期待与大家一同前往探索充满无限可能的全新世界。
So you're showing off what you could possibly do with it. Is this? The fuck is this? These are meant to be more party games. Is this meant to be kind of? Is this more of a soccer game? Okay. Okay. Feels more like an FPS. Interesting. Wait. Is that like an actual company, or I have never heard of them? If that is an actual company, but you already have a lot, and that's really good. That actually looks really good. That really depends on how good the overall experiences are, or how easily I can break them.
好耶！我现在就要玩《原神千星奇遇》。
You know you physically can. You are an employee.
快点端上来。
好的，那么关于《原神千星奇遇》的更多内容呢，我们也会将在未来为大家带来更详细的介绍。无论你是有奇思妙想的创作者，还是想和亲朋好友尽情
Musashi will have a fucking blast with that.
玩耍的旅行者，都请期待我们的后续情报。
这一次真的一口气给大家分享了好多。
Yeah, you lie.
不过我还是想问一下鸡哥，这应该也是很多旅行者也都非常好奇的。我知道我们原神的团队是一直在进化的。那其实每年鸡哥你也会跟旅行者们分享一些未来的一些想法或规划。那作为今年原神变化非常大的一年，不知道鸡哥有什么感受是要跟旅行者们聊聊的？
今年想聊的可能跟以往不太一样啊。那去年我是站在产品研发的角度去给大家提到了进化这个词，但是
Yeah, but honestly, I don't think Genshin ever did that.
今年呢，我更想站在 IP 运营的角度，跟大家简单来说一下团队坚持的一些想法。那《原神》是一个致力于创作长线内容的游戏，那我们希望呢，把这个 IP。
Buddy, you only planned for how many fucking years? So what the fuck are you gonna do for 10 to 20 years? And how the fuck do you plan to keep on pumping money out of it?
运营10年、20年，甚至更久。但是这要
How long do you want this cash cow to keep going? How many stories? How many characters that are you going to make? Because then what?
要求我们首先就要保持持续不断的创作热情。那这份热情除了来自我们团队同学自己的信念以外，也离不开一代一代的旅行者们长期的支持。其次，也要求我们在创作的时候时刻保持独创性。那么，对于我们的团队同学而言，独立自主的创作和完整闭环的设定，才是维持这个品牌前进的核心。就像我们米哈游的众多系列产品一样，我们大家都是保持着这种相互尊重的心态，独立发展，才能持续不断的拓宽精彩。
You don't No, we develop independently. No, you and Star Rail actively develop with each other. Conveniently, when Emphorius had a bath, you guys got a bath. And then there are more examples, but I honestly just can't remember them. But conveniently, at the same time, you both get about the same type of stuff happening at the same time. So, one gets a bath scene, the other gets a bath scene. Blah blah blah.
都是保持着这种相互尊重的心态，独立发展，才能持续不断的拓宽精彩内容的疆域。那原神的团队也会一直秉持这样的理念，一直走下去。
的确，作为一款长线运营的游戏，
我
代表全体原神的发行团队，也希望能够在更长的时间尺度上陪伴各位旅行者。其实到了第5年回头看，我们团队和我们的玩家共同经受
Yeah, the first anniversary, the third anniversary.
承担了许多起伏和坎坷。但无论经历怎样的困难，我们一直都相信，克服困难唯有一条正确的道路，那就是坚持初心，创作优秀的内容。
Sure.
也要感谢每一位陪伴着我们的旅行者，你们的热情、鼓励和支持是我们持续创作的原动力。我们也会更加用心去深耕属于原神的美好世界。
那么最后，《原神：空月之歌》城市将在2025年9月10日。
Yeah, like we already theorized.
让我们在诺德卡莱这一片洒满月光的神秘土地上再会吧，
旅行者们，我们罗德卡莱见。
And so we get a little overview with the other two.
Welcome back.
We made it. Now, that does mark the end of the special program, but we know that was a lot of information. It feels kind of impossible to take it all in at once.
Well, it's 2 fucking hours. Yeah, fucking course.
And I doubt I'm alone in feeling a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah, the special program team thought that might be the case. So, that brings us to our second job here today. In this segment, we'll go over the main takeaways from today's special program, so travelers have a quick and concise overview of what to expect in version Luna 1.
All right, I'm ready to summarize.
Honestly, overall, at least with what I saw from the story, there wasn't enough as to what I actually wanted. I wanted to see the Hexen Circle. I wanted to see Alice, Albedo, Varka. I wanted to see... Those were the big ones I really wanted to see. Or Durin. There was a lot more that could have been handled, in my opinion. The Torre...
Okay, let's start with Notcry itself.
Right. So, like the devs mentioned, Notcry lies on the edge of Teyvat.
I will go... I'll actually watch this, but... I don't want to try and cut in and make this longer than I need to.
And is more susceptible to abyssal invasion because of it. In fact, the whole region was once a wasteland because of these clashes with the Abyss. But the merchants of Notcry chose to rebuild from the ruins, and that is how Nasha Town came to be.
That was never explained,
which should
but okay.
be the first place travelers end up after venturing into Notcry. And just like we talked about at the beginning of the program, the moon is a major aspect of the Song of the Welkin Moon as a whole.
Yes,
Under
obviously.
the influence of the moonlight, Notcry is filled with an ancient kind of elemental energy known as Kuvaki.
Yeah, and it looks like this power is indispensable to almost every facet of life in Notcry.
Yes.
That's right. And some people can even wield Kuvaki for themselves.
These characters have moon wheels, which are different from visions because their power comes from Teyvat's 3 moons.
Pretty cool.
And, with the power of Kuvaki, certain Notcry characters can trigger unique lunar reactions.
What do you mean certain? It should be all.
Exactly. Enefa introduced Lunar Charged in version 5.8, and Lauma will introduce another new reaction, Lunar Bloom.
That's right. Lauma is the moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions, which does make her a very important figure in the tribe. She's the one her people look to for leadership and guidance. As for her abilities, she can communicate with animals and transform into a deer. Plus, in combat, her Dendro Moon Wheel allows her to convert bloom reactions into lunar bloom reactions. Her elemental skill can decrease enemies' Dendro and Hydro resistance.
When the fuck was that explained? But okay.
Holding her skill consumes Verdant Dew, which is created when team members trigger lunar bloom reactions, and grants her stacks of Moonsong. Then, with her elemental burst, Lauma consumes her stacks of Moonsong to increase bloom reaction damage.
Okay,
Sounds like she's a great support for Lunar Bloom team.
For just Bloom teams, she's literally a buffer about it.
Next, let's take a quick look at Flint's. In terms of first impressions, Flint's comes off as a polite, dignified Lightkeeper with an almost aristocratic air to him. Of course, as a member of the Lightkeepers, Flint's fights for the safety of Notcry, using the ancient power of his lantern to fend off the wild hunt. In battle, Flint's elemental skill infuses his normal attacks with electro damage.
He's just an infuser.
Casting his skill again will trigger a special elemental burst that deals lunar charge damage to enemies. And without needing to satisfy any conditions, his normal elemental burst can directly deal lunar charge damage to opponents.
Still an awesome
Making
burst.
a strong addition to lunar charge teams.
Let's go.
All right, let's move on to the last character coming in the new version.
I know, from the Clink Clank Krumkaki craft shop, right?
I thought he honestly said, I know, not, I didn't think he was saying I know. I also just hate I know.
Yep, Aino is Anefa's creator and the owner of the workshop. She's also a genius inventor.
I wouldn't call her genius, I'd call her dim-witted.
Massive cannon in Nasha Town used to fend off the wild hunt is her creation.
Cool.
But even geniuses have things they're not so good at. And for Aino, well...
Figuring out what the fuck she's doing.
So Anefa takes care of that for her.
That's nice.
In battle, Aino's elemental skill allows her to use a gadget to launch forward.
Yeah, first Hydro Claymore user, by the way. Before this, you couldn't even, like, like they gave it a skin in Stygian Onslaught, and it doesn't even like you can't even use it. It's fucking hilarious, man. Then you also this is a 4-star. No, it's a 3-star.
Dealing AoE hydro damage to surrounding enemies. Then, with her elemental burst, Aino summons a water-spraying mechanism that periodically deals hydro damage to opponents.
Yeah.
Whoa, you can't forget the most important
The 3-star.
thing.
Oh, right. Near the beginning of the first act of the Archon quest, A Dance of Snowy Tides and Hoarfrost Groves, travelers will have the chance to meet Aino and invite her to their parties.
Yeah, she's a 3-star.
In other words, travelers can get her for free.
That's right. And speaking of, let's talk about how the dev team has revamped these quests, with the goal of adding richer character development into the core narrative.
Okay, well, what about expression?
Cool.
This means, in the upcoming Archon quests, travelers can look forward to more interactions with the 3 characters we just mentioned, and the ones we'll meet in the future.
I don't care about Nefer.
Allowing us to get to know them on a much deeper level.
Don't care about Joda.
Version Luna 1 is also
Don't care
bringing
about
new
Aina.
content to the open world. Travelers will have the chance to help the new characters, Flintz, Lauma, and Aino, build meeting points in Notcry. At these meeting points, you can chat with characters whenever you feel like it, and learn more about their lives by progressing certain events.
Yeah, it's kind of like Traveler's Tales, but a little more fleshed out. Now, the Damselette is another highly anticipated character.
Yes.
I'm sure many travelers have already picked up on her close connection to the moon.
As if we weren't told this.
And travelers will get to meet her very soon. After venturing to Hisi Island in the upcoming Archon quest, travelers will encounter the Damselette at a
Don't fucking spoil, thank you.
special time and place. In this place, you can chat with her, accept commissions from her, and receive her gifts.
Definitely something to look forward to. Now, let's give a quick refresher on the upcoming event wishes. In the first half of version Luna 1,
Flintz and Yelan.
So, don't anniversary rewards
will new robot kitten pet, along with other rewards.
This year, users can add to their roster.
Version up.
First up are a few from the
Version lineups that can travelers will be able to directly
drop rate boost the every day for the next 7 days. Material and weapon ascension material domains will be open every day for the next. When a new 5-star character or weapon receives a drop rate boost, the corresponding talent ascension material and weapon ascension material domain.
The only reason it says it for all those is the Chronicle Wish banner.
Domains will be open every day for the next 7 days. Second, on top of the free standard 5-star, travelers will also receive materials to raise that character to level 60. And here's another major piece of news. In version Luna 1, once a 5-star character reaches
69
maximum constellation level, additional constellations obtained for them will be converted into
Okay, but can we earn that any other way? Or does it need... Like, does that work with 4 stars? Or let's say instead, you could get a 4-star version, but it only increases your character's level up by 1. But a 5-star gives you 5. Can we do that?
Fortuna, which is an item that can be used to raise characters past the level cap.
I think that would be a better idea instead. Yeah, instead, if you get a C7 4-star, then you could level up a character from 90 to 91 to 92, 93, 94. You get the point. I think that could be a better way.
To a maximum of level 100.
For example, if you have a standard 5-star at C6, you could select the same 5-star from the anniversary event, earn a Masterless Stella Fortuna, and use it to strengthen a different character.
Plus, travelers who have obtained excess constellations in the past.
I don't like that it's only on 5-star characters. What I think my idea right now, that I just said right then, let's say you maxed a you got a C7 4-star. You should be able to level up a character past the max level by 1 with one of those.
will receive an equal amount of Masterless Stella Fortuna in their in-game mailbox during the new version, which will give certain travelers a chance to start leveling their characters right away.
Last but not least, travelers can look forward to a new long-term event in version Luna 1.
Not to mention, future content could be more based on this shit, where it's like, okay, you want level 100s. Oh, you don't have level 100s? Fuck you. You can't do shit about it.
To temper thyself and travel far. The objective...
I need to know how many times. Okay, so you can do this up to 4 times, which means you have to do this 8 weeks in a row. That could be good or bad, and that's an issue.
Is to reach weekly progress goals by completing daily commissions and spending resin at least 5 days a week across a 12-week period, or the duration of 2 versions. Travelers can earn various rewards for the week period, or missions and spending resin at least 5 days a week across a 12-week period.
12 fucking week period?
Or the duration of 2 versions. Travelers can earn...
So you can only get 1... Okay, so... And then 8, which means you have to basically...
Various rewards for their effort.
So, let's say it takes 8 version patches to get all 4, which if you... It's about 9 versions per update. So that would mean that you really have to participate in 8 version patches. Wow.
Including sanctifying elixirs. But most importantly, this event will give travelers the chance to earn a constellation for certain designated 5-star characters. For more detailed information and event guidelines, keep an eye out for future announcements.
Yeah, for me, Kokomi, Yoimiya, Kaching maybe, Nilu, or
We've just scratched the surface of all the exciting content coming in version Luna 1. There's so much more to discover in-game, so be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
I would have preferred if Alhaitham was
That
there.
brings us to the end of our post-show summary. Anything you want to say before we go, Nick?
Yes, it has been such an honor voicing Flint's. I'm so grateful to be joining the Genshin Impact team, and I'm so excited for you all to get to adventure with him. I look forward to seeing an army of Lightkeepers out in Nodcry.
I'm really excited for you, Nick. And I also can't wait for Nepa to reunite with Aino.
Eh.
I mean, their dynamic is just so cute.
I don't think so. I think it's kind of idiotic.
I love it, and I'm excited for everybody to see that.
Yes, I agree.
And this was just a brief overview. We didn't even touch on Nodcry exploration or the Genshin Impact Miliastra mode coming in future versions.
That's gonna be very
All I
good.
say is, this is just the beginning.
Just the beginning. But it's definitely the end of today's special program. We promise. Thanks for sticking with us, travelers.
Thanks, everyone, and happy adventuring in Nodcry.
See you there.
Oh, and don't forget about the Genshin Impact 5th anniversary celebration video dropping on September 28th. Okay, that was the last thing. I'm serious this time.
Don't miss it. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So my primary issue all right, I'm fine. Excuse me. So, the primary issue I have is overall the changes. Stygian Onslaght still hasn't been changed. I don't mind that we get so per year they could add more characters onto it later, and that is very good. Don't get me wrong, that is some nice changes. It really is going to come up to simple things, and it really needs to, we need to see some better changes. it's not that these changes are bad, it's that they really could be better and they know it. And that's the issue. Getting rid of the daily thing, increasing the limit on how many things you can, like, let's take bosses. Like, you should be able to fight the same boss and claim the same material about 3 to 4, honestly 5 times would probably be good. Because right now, let's be honest, that trying to max out a character is just basically impossible. Or, like, getting them to 10. So, we also... Let's say if we get them to level 100, you should be able to level up their talents to 12. That, if that wasn't explained, if it is there, okay, fine. But that I feel like that could happen, and that should be a thing. Beyond that, UGC, so there will be a beta test. I think that is the biggest thing to take away from this. UGC is going to be the best thing for this game. And it is going to single-handedly push this game farther than ever before. If it looks like that, and we already have, like, content created like that, that is very, very good. I think Genshin just needs to push away from overall HP inflated with timer. Let's have some interesting combat, please. Alright. I'm gonna give this about an 8 out of 10. There are very good changes, but there could be very better changes. And that's my opinion. Flynn's and, well, Llama's good, but honestly, I don't really care. Trying to stay awake for this, man. I'm trying to but beyond that, yeah. It really is gonna depend on how Genshin goes. I don't really... The overall trailer that we got... I guess I could just do this. Let's do this. Nah. I hate that. Nah. This overall didn't have that... That's where the spaceship is. I honestly... Honestly, I wanted to see Dottore, I wanted to see Durin, Albedo, Alice, I wanted to see Nicole, I wanted to see Varka, and this trailer did not have a speck of them in it. And that's the issue I have. The characters I wanted to see in this were not in it. And I think overall, Varka was supposed to meet us, we were meant to see Varka first, like an old buddy, an old pal, an old good face. But that's not really what we got. So overall, the things there are a lot of nice, good changes. I can't deny it. But there could have been a lot better changes if Genshin was really gonna overall, like... Don't get me wrong, seeing that final, like, oh yeah, it will be this, you no longer have to guess or hope. It's like, oh man, it could have been so good. But now but you still have to search through those 1,000 plus artifacts if you have those. And I don't want to do that. So, yeah. Overall, it's a solid update. It just I need to see more. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's put more faith in Genshin for me than Star Rail has right now at all. Star Rail is dead in the fucking water. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And Star Rail is going into a fucking black hole with how fast it's going down. Genshin is actually rising up a little bit. Let's just hope Genshin keeps up with this. It just needs to have more expression. It needs to utilize the world and just show. Oh, and tell. It needs to do both. Genshin at least is showing change. It just needs to keep it up.